Testing.
Under the same roof, we share the love. Embracing the differences like hand in glove. Spreading peace and joy, it's a beautiful sight. Together we shine in each other's light. And now do we stand in love's pure might. Watching the world share in love and light. Hearts beating as one in our peaceful flight. Colors of harmony painting the night. United we stand in love's pure might.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Watching the World. We have our powerful guest tonight. She's definitely a heavy hitter, none other than Mama Flips. Tonight, we're tackling one of the most debated questions in modern American history. Is Donald J. Trump the best president of all time? Many people say yes, but a lot of people would say no. Supporters point to the economy, foreign policy moves, his willingness to challenge the political establishment. He wants to drain the swamp folks. But then his critics argue his leadership style, rhetoric, and controversies reshape the nation and divide the nation. Well, tonight we're going to be looking at this from both sides of the fence. I will be arguing in the favor of Donald Trump for the sake of tonight, against Mama Flips, who's going to push back hard as to the President of the United States. So I'm so excited. Let's get to it. Let's bring on Mama Flip. How are you?
Hey, everybody. How are you?
All right. How did you do with your birthday?
Had a great time. I had an amazing time for my birthday, and I'm glad to be here. I want to thank everybody who joined. I think there was one of our watchers joined my live to talk about ice while we were playing slots, and unfortunately, my mod had to had to ask her not to. So I apologize about that. When we do casino slot channel, we don't talk about politics on that channel. But I appreciate her coming to support my live. So I had a great time. We went to Atlantic City for like 4 days, and all we did was play slots and stuff like that. So it was fun. It was fun.
All right. We're trading places. So now I get to celebrate my birthday, right?
Yes. Okay, wait a minute. I forgot. Wait a minute. Did I miss it?
No, it's Monday.
Okay, thank God. Thank God. I'm like, did I miss it? Oh my God. Okay. Yes, we'll celebrate your birthday next week.
All right, very good. So tonight we're talking about Donald Trump. What do you think in regards to, actually in the comment section, many people say Donald Trump is the best president of all time. So we see it all the time. What do you think about that?
I think you just do it just to wreck my nerve. Like it's what is a post birthday trick? Is that what we're doing? Donald
No,
Trump is the
I guess
worst.
it could be.
Donald Trump is the worst human being and the worst president of our entire history. Now, we did talk that I'm supposed to be nicer in this conversation because apparently, according to the administration, we as independent media cannot talk bad about the fear. I'm sorry, I was about to say something really bad about the God, the MAGA God. So we can't talk bad about him because we could be in a lot of trouble. We heard what happened with Don Lemon, right? Apparently, First Amendment no longer mean anything to MAGA community. You can't talk bad. You can't do interviews. You can't talk to pastors. You can't do anything. You got to behave yourself. But to answer your question, Donald Trump is the worst human being, the worst president ever in the United States. And that's saying something because we had Nixon, who was an actual criminal, who was actually a liar. So that's saying something.
Okay. So what do you think makes him the worst president?
Because he's the worst human being. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the funny thing about Donald Trump. When he first ran, I was very upset when he ran because the whole Mexico and stuff like that, they are rapists and all that stuff like that. So I was very angry. But in my anger, I said that if this man came out here and rocked it, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like he did at The Apprentice. If he came out here and he became like the apprentice president that everybody loved, then I would eat my words, right? I would be able to move forward. But this man was the biggest nightmare. From the moment he stepped in, he stopped people from coming to the United States, even people with green cards, legitimate um, residents of United States who work and pay taxes. This man actually had the nerve to stop everybody from coming into the airport. On my very birthday of that year, I was out there outside of JFK, freezing my behind off, protesting the fact that he wouldn't let green cards holders in. It's the craziest thing. So from that moment on, I knew it was on and popping. And all he did was get worse after that, from disrespecting veterans, disrespecting people with disability, disrespecting women, disrespecting journalists, disrespecting black people. It was nothing but disrespect. He's just a nasty human being. So he couldn't even be a good guy, right? Because we already know. I'm from New York. We know that he's an a-hole. He has a reputation of being an a-hole. He's a spore conniving snit, as they say back in the days. He's horrible. But we all knew that about him, right? And in New York, because that's how New York is. We talk about people all the time. So we all knew that he was a hole. But just to turn around for him to prove the point of how rotten he really is crazy to me. This man is the worst human being in the world. Now, until he changed from being the worst human being in the world, how can he, as being this person, and also he cheated on all his wives? Oh my God. He had an actual relationship with the Storm in the room with Melania in the other room with 3-month-old, what's his name? Brandon?
Baron.
Byron, whatever the boy name is. What? He had, he SA'd at least 40 women. At least. I actually did an article about 16 of the women. He SA'd them. He think it's funny to grab women all over the place. He's nasty. He's horrible. And the thing is, I'm beginning to realize that the reason why the MAGA community love him so much, especially the men, is because they are just like him. They love it. They love to, they are this, a lot of these people, and I love, no disrespect. You know something? Let me just bring it back a little bit. I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. I just know that when people don't like people, they get very, very nasty. You understand what I'm saying? And he gave them the license to be that way. If they don't like a black person, they could look at a black person and call them the N-word and they feel empowered. It's so funny. Sometimes I walk down the street. I'm one of these aggressive black women, obviously, right? But I also know my worth, right? I'm very intelligent, very accomplished, done a lot of stuff in my life. A lot of people know me, who knows me. In fact, today something happened, which I'm going to tell you about just to show you what the ICE situation is. It's horrible. Something really crazy happened. I had to do a lot of stuff to help somebody today who's actually in a hospital. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's just because of Trump. But when I'm walking down the street and I see these people walking down the street, and you see the way some of these people walk out like they own the world. And there was this guy that was running and he had this very tight pants on and he could hardly move. And he's a white tee guy and he could hardly move. And he's walking like a penguin and he's running up the stairs, right? And no diss to this guy, right? But it's like, he makes me think of all the ICE agents that is in Minneapolis, the one that's cursing these people out and the way they walk away. Even the fool, the veteran who unalived Renee Good, the way he walked away. When you look at these people and they do evil stuff and they're so proud, and you just look at them and you just wonder as a human being, do you really think that you own that? Do you really think that you're the ish? Is that what we're supposed to get from this? Am I supposed to be intimidated by you and be like, yo, you run the world and you such a great person? No, but they think they are because Donald Trump is them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because Donald Trump is who they idolize. He could say and do anything. He could grab them. He could slap them. He could unalive them. He could do anything because he's the man. And because we place him there, that means we're the man and we're the woman and we're the shit. And you guys have to listen to us and be afraid of us. And many of them don't understand that we're just laughing at y'all.
Let's break this down into parts, right?
I,
Um,
I gave you a lot. I gave you a lot. Did I give you a lot? I gave you a lot. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I
So
gave you
you
a lot.
said that Donald Trump is the worst president ever, or worst person, right?
Yes, he's evil.
There's a man out of a place called Germany. His name starts with an H, right?
Yeah, I
Took
know.
out so many people. What about Stalin? What about these men
Yeah.
who are responsible? When you look at Donald Trump, he despises, according to what he says, he does not like war or taking the lives of innocent civilians. What do you say for that?
So why is he not helping Ukraine? Why is he not helping Ukraine? Why is he not telling his boy Putin to stop harassing them, leave them alone, to give them back their land? Why is the president of Ukraine a constant danger if he doesn't care about war? Right? He's supposed to be, that's supposed to be his boy. That's supposed to be his friend, right? That's somebody that he partnered with. Why didn't he stop the Ukraine war? Also, what is he doing? I'm just saying about the war, the other side of the country. I hate to name the country because I have people on both sides, but what are we doing about Israel and Gaza? You think I didn't see the plan? You created a whole resort spa location in Gaza. You had your son-in-law, your precious blonde beauty husband go down there and show this whole elaborate PowerPoint about how y'all going to destroy the situation. Now, I must say, with all due respect to my Palestinian children, because I'm gonna call you children because y'all younger than me, who went in there and y'all ragged on Kamala. Y'all ran into. Y'all think I didn't see y'all how y'all infiltrated. You know they infiltrated the DNC. Not too many people know that, but I was there and I saw them. I have video and photos of them coming into DNC with the sign and everything like that. They infiltrated DNC. They didn't talk about it, but I knew. The ones that harassed Kamala, cursed her out in every speech. You guys said that Donald Trump would have been the answer to your prayers. All right. But it looked like he's the answer to Israel prayer. That's what it looked like to me. So now we got to worry about him eradicating a whole group of people who's been on their land since how many centuries. They're gonna, if they wasn't the originator, because there's conspiracy about who Israel came. I don't know the whole story, but I'm just saying that you guys place him in office. You guys help him in the office, right? So Mel, what about that? What about the people that the young Palestinian children fought so hard against Kamala because we as a Democratic Party didn't give him a candidate that they could fall behind. So F Kamala, right? Because we don't have what we want, right? So tell me, what do they say about Donald Trump trying to destroy Gaza and build on the bodies and soul of children and loved ones who was unalive? What are they saying? What are they saying about it? Why is he not stopping that? Because I would think if he was a good person, if he was a good president, because there has been a lot of conversation about a two-state. Some people agree with it, some people don't. To me, two-state was we're gonna have two embassies, two separate independent government. People, each person gonna have their land, and we're gonna move forward. I thought that's what we were striving for, to stop the war. But it looked like there's still a lot of shenanigans going on over there. Has the war stopped? Has the war in Ukraine stopped? I don't know. You let me know. Did he
When
solve
was
the
the,
problem?
when was the last time you saw a president that was trying to stop wars?
Oh, all of them try to stop wars. All of them try to stop wars. You see the problem. You see, Biden is being blamed for the retreat from Iraq Afghanistan, which was actually the deal was actually, you could give him this, the deal was actually created in the Trump administration. So Biden stuck to that word and he brought out all the troops out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Unfortunately, we lost some soldiers, which still break my heart because I lost my nephew out there. So it always breaks my heart when we lose a young person due to war. But every single president from as long as we knew, even during World War, I think World War II, when America, and I don't know why am I echoing, I apologize. When America and Britain did not want to immediately join the war with Germany and Russia and them because of the fact that presidents find war to be extremely expensive, right? And it gives them a bad reputation. So Donald Trump is not the first one that tried to feed us the narrative of he doesn't want a war. What he's doing is he's trying to use his bully attitude to threaten people, to make them afraid of him, or to make people think that he's so brilliant that he's stopping wars when he's not. And what a lot of people don't understand is nobody's afraid of Donald Trump. Like, this is what people don't understand. Even regular people are not afraid of him. And that's what pisses him off, because he wants to be the big guy. He wants to be the respected one. He wants people to love him, and people don't. And this is why he's spending so much time and energy to reverse all of the court cases, to hide the Epstein files, to lie about his friendship with Epstein, because he wants to be thought of as the most beloved and the most brilliant and the most strategic and the most holiest of president. And he's going, besides his fan base, his people who love him. You got to give it to them. They love him and they're doing everything they can to, to make him great, right? Besides them, a lot of us is going to go down in our graves in history hating this man guts, because a lot of us think he's evil. And he hasn't changed that.
What was Joe Biden's position on Israel and Gaza?
That was complicated with me and Joe Biden with Israel. You see, I don't pick sides, so I was always in the middle. So according to my understanding, for every president, as long as we lived, Israel is part of the United Nations, but it's part of I forgot the world peace, where they have to be voted in. Is it the United States? They have to be voted in to the United Nations. But anyway, Israel is part of the collaborative of countries that come together, and they're supposed to support each other. And if there's a time of war, they're supposed to support each other. So
you're talking about NATO.
Thank you, NATO. I'm thinking the United States. NATO. Thank you, Mel.
No,
so
it's okay.
Israel is part of NATO. According to NATO, all the countries that are part of NATO are supposed to support each other, are supposed to help each other in a time of crisis and stuff like that. So that's what Biden was doing, right? Supporting Israel. A lot of people don't understand, and I'm not gonna take a stand on this one way or the other, because me and my son had a big fight about it. The people of Gaza has gone through a lot of horrific things. Granted, Israel also, granted, they both have horror stories, just like us black slaves coming to America. We all have horror stories. What started the incident, which I still don't have, no one is willing to talk about, is the fact that Hamas left Gaza, went into Israel, and unalived young people, children, at a peace concert. That's what happened. Now, a lot of people said the reason why they did it is because they were starving. There was no electricity. They had to do something. I hear you. But then after the fact, people were coming to me and including my son, was like, oh, Israel did not have a right to react that way after what the Hamas did to the peace, to the people that was the young people that was holding a peace concert. I'm not even arguing with that. My question has always been, and the same thing with Donald Trump and what's happening right now. If you knew that the prime minister, the president, whatever, of Israel is so evil that he's going to unalive you and destroy and decimate you, why would you or your group go into this crazy mofo country and unalive people under his watch? Why would you do that? It's like that's the only thing I've always asked a question. I'm not picking nobody's sides because I understand the fight and the struggle because we are fighting against Trump, right? So I understand the fight and struggle and the movements that is made because you think it's right.
Wait. You said we're fighting against Trump?
Oh yeah, we're fighting against Trump. Yes, we are. Yeah, you're not. You're not fighting against. I am. You understand what I'm saying? We're fighting against Trump. But what I'm saying is that why do that? I say the same thing with everyone who's not MAGA, even though I think everybody's MAGA or everybody's Republican. But I say this to the independents, the Democrats, the liberals, the far left, everyone who did not vote for Kamala, everyone who came in and said that's good for her that she lost, everyone who dragged Biden, y'all did all of that and we got Donald Trump, right? Why would you do that when the option was Donald Trump? And now you're coming to us for answers. There's no answers. I have nothing for you. Now I'm going to tell you the story that happened today. So I get a call. I got a call a week ago. A close friend of mine called me and said, I need your help with something. I'm like, what? We need an immigration lawyer because someone is going to be sent out. They're going back to Haiti. I'm like, okay. So I reached out and I gave them one of my contacts. She called me today, panicked. The person that's being sent back had sickle cell anemia, sickle cell. He's very, very sick in the hospital. Do you understand what I'm saying? The hospitals is freaking out. The doctors is freaking out. The nurses are freaking out. If he leaves the hospital, he's unalive. He's gone. He's out of here. So she called me. Right now, I'm looking at the text. I'm looking at the emails. They email each other back and forth, right? I had to run and reach out and get support from other people that I know that's in this situation that works in this. I know the best immigration lawyer in entire New York. Like everybody I know is top tier. I know people, right? She just put in an appeal, and the appeal was rejected by the judge, right? Because of the Trump administration. She's working with them to try to figure out what she could do to keep that patient here because he's about to get deported and sent back to Haiti, right? Why do I tell this story? My Haitian brothers and sisters, and I'm Haitian, so I can't talk about you white tea people. I can't talk about Israel. I can't talk about Gaza. I can mention it, but I can't talk about y'all because I'm not y'all. I'm Haitian. American Haitian, born and raised. Grandma Flip is Haitian. So I can talk to my brothers and sisters. Y'all sorry asses voted for Trump. Yes, y'all did. I had arguments with my own people the last time around about Trump. I said, don't do it. He's not going to do any good for us. Nah, he's not talking about us. He's talking about the Mexican. We good. He loves us. We educate. We come here the right way. He love it. He going to give it to us. He going to give us everything we want. He knows we support him. And the last 4 years, he called us a third world country. And we got all offended, our pearls clustering, and we were all upset. Now, he removed the TPS, temporary protective services. Now everybody have to go home.
350,000
has to go home. One of them I'm trying to help now. One of them I'm trying to keep here because he's sick in the hospital, and ICE want to drag him from the hospital and take him back home. That's what ICE want to do, and they're panicking. They don't know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? We get what we vote for. You understand? And This is the kind of guy you want me to think is a good guy? A guy who is sending children that has the C, the hard C, out of the country? The guy that's going to take a sick man from a hospital bed and send him back to a country where you know they don't have that type of medical service, and you know they don't have that kind of, you know, once he leave that hospital, he's unalive, he's gone. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want me to think that kind of man that put all these policies in place is a good guy. That's what you want me to feel. Is that what you want me to feel, Mel?
Well, I think he has some. I think everybody has good and bad. So what I'm saying is, can you mention at least one good thing about the president?
I'm still waiting for my $2,000 check. And I heard that he has Trump RX that he's actually doing. Apparently, some people are saying that maybe Trump RX is going to decrease our prescription. When that get into play, to me, it looked like he's just taking Obamacare, which is Affordable Care Act, and putting his name on it. That's just me. I may just be, I just may be wrong. You know me, I'm always thinking the worst of Donald Trump. So it's possible that I could be wrong, right? So I just want to know, what is he doing as far as anything great? Because as far as I'm concerned, he's not doing anything great.
Well, today at the prayer breakfast, he talked about how he's a Christian or he has Christian views. What do you think about that from a president?
Did he hold the Bible right? Did he hold the Bible? Was
No,
the Bible?
I didn't see him holding the Bible.
He didn't hold the Bible, because the last time he tried to do that, he tried to play around. The Bible, unfortunately, the poor Bible was upside down. Donald Trump is not a Christian, and Donald Trump. I still want to know what church. Okay, he went to church. Did he go to church? Oh my God, you just told me something. Was he at church when he said that?
I don't think it was at a church. It was
Oh,
at
come
the
on.
it was at the annual breakfast.
I'm still waiting for somebody to prove to me that Donald Trump goes to church. Come on now.
Yeah, he has
Really?
a couple of pastors. One of them is in trouble, but the other one seems to be okay. One has been in jail for SA.
Well,
The one out of Texas. I know he was sentenced around the same time as Sean Diddy Combs was.
was he did Donald Trump give him because Donald Trump likes to pardon them. Did he pardon old boy?
I don't know. It may have been a state charge. So if it's a state charge, there's nothing he could really do about it.
Oh, poor Tito. So let me get this straight. So Donald Trump was friends with Epstein, who we all know is a prolific SAer, right? Predator, right? So, but he wants us to believe that he wasn't really friends with Epstein, that it was all of our imagination. But yet he is currently doing a prayer with a guy who is who has said somebody was found guilty. Is that our understanding of what's going on right now?
I think he was sentenced to 6 months. Yeah,
Oh,
recently.
6 months.
But
Wow.
he was facing 20 years out of Texas. Yeah, I covered it on the channel maybe like 3 months ago.
You know something? You know what's so crazy about the whole world? I was talking about this today. I I said something to one of my friends that was shocking. There was someone who got in trouble for a similar act, right? But that person is immigrant, right? Not an immigrant. Yeah, that person wasn't a citizen, right? That particular person actually was, sent back, right? But the person wants to come back to the United States, and my friend was like, "There's no way that this person is going to be able to come back to the United States." I'm like, I say, "I don't think that's true." She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, we currently have in office the biggest essayer in the world, and he's running the country, right? So if Donald Trump, who is considered allegedly, I can't even say allegedly, because I can only say allegedly to the Epstein file, but Jean Carroll, she won her case. He was found guilty. You understand what I'm saying? So Let's talk about Jean Carroll. So you have someone who was found guilty of predatory behavior, right? Of assaulting a woman, right? Defaming her, right? And it's in court. He's trying to reverse it, but it is what it is. And he is running the United States of America. So as far as I'm concerned, and he has a Secretary of Defense who has a court case in which he was said that he raped somebody. Yeah, that's what happened. It was said that. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, nobody cares that we being run by predators, by evil men, by oligarchs. Nobody cares. All they care about is getting what they want. That's it.
Wow. So let me ask you this question. As
I'm
far
sorry
as
that my Wi-Fi is dragging, guys. It's not dollar. It's very expensive and it's very frustrating. But you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. Unfortunately, me and Mel gonna have to figure it out. It was working
all
fine,
right,
and then now it's dragging. So sorry about that.
so if people come here illegally from another country, are
Mhm.
we responsible for their health? The United States, that is.
Why are we responsible for their health?
No, I'm saying, are we? Are we responsible? Like in the
Yes.
case of the person you're talking about, if they're
Yes.
here illegally, right?
We are responsible for the health. We are responsible for anything. Like, why are we responsible for having specialized people, right? From specialized country, like people from Finland who could come in so easily to the United States because of their skin color. Remember, that's what he said, right? Why do we have all these black and browns people here? Why can't we have more white people come in? That's what it was being said, and he didn't deny it. The fact is that the United States of America was created in the back of slaves, in the back of indigenous people, right? We are the country where people are supposed to come to get support and help, right? This is the United States of America. So, yes, if an immigrant is coming here, or even if they're running away, and here's the thing about Haiti, we all know that Haiti right now is in the middle of practically a civil war. People are traumatized in Haiti. So, you have a Haitian person who come here and he has sickle cell. What, he's supposed to just unalive in the streets? Yes, we're responsible for these people. We're responsible to help other people. The thing is, the United States of America became a very selfish country. We became, not we. I'm not. I'm not selfish. I'm a good person. But a lot of people became very selfish and they do not believe that people should be helped. I disagree with that. I think
Okay.
everybody should get help. That's me.
Are you saying that in Haiti there's no appropriate health care for the individual?
I'm saying I'm saying in Haiti, by the time he leaves that hospital and gets to Haiti, they do not have, in my opinion, the same medical facility for sickle cell in Haiti that they would have here. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Haiti doesn't have the best hospital. I've worked with the best doctors when I went to Haiti to help after the earthquake, on a live 200,000 of my brothers and sisters. So I went back and forth to Haiti several times, and there's some amazing doctors, amazing facilities. They worked with nothing and saved lives. So I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm saying that you currently have a patient who's currently getting medical needs for sickle cell, to remove him from the mechanics that he's on, the medication, just to have him go to Haiti and be reevaluated. You understand? Without his medicine stuff, that's a dangerous situation. I don't think he's going to be able to survive it.
Okay, so do you think, in your honest opinion, that Donald Trump, this administration, should remove 350,000
No,
Haitians that are on the chopping block?
no, I don't think they should remove 360,000 Haitians. I don't think
How,
they
how
need
many how many need to go?
none. That's why they have temporary. You see, a lot of people don't understand, because a lot of people don't want to remember. In 2010, an earthquake happened and 200,000 of our brothers, not your brothers, my brothers, my ancestry, my family got unalived in Haiti. There are still graves in Haiti. When you go to Haiti, you could still smell the death toll that's there. Do you understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's
Wow.
horrible. I went there. It was very sad. It was very horrible. So a lot of people were starving. A lot of people was hurt, right? And the United States of America came because that's what the United States of America is for, to help the hurt, the poor, the hungry. Do you understand what I'm saying? They brought them here. These people came here. They're not Haitian people. One thing a lot of people can't say about Haitian people, because a lot of people want to talk about how a lot of immigrants are lazy and they don't want to work and they feeding off the government. Haitian people, especially Haitians from Haiti, Haitian from Haiti are very proudful people. Proudful people. You understand what I'm saying? They best they tell. They work 2 or 3 jobs. They clean your toilets if they have to. They wash your behind if they have to. They take care of your moms if they have to. They don't even, especially our white tea people. Y'all know what Haitian people do for your family and feed y'all. Stop playing with me. So yeah, so they came here and they worked hard. So now all of a sudden you have a new administration and you want to throw 300,000 people who has been added to the economy, who's working hard, doing what they're supposed to be doing, trying to get their papers and everything, and now you just want to throw them out because you have a new administration and because you told a bunch of your white tea people that we don't, and some blacks too, that we don't want, and some minorities too, that we don't want them to be here. Now, the temporary protective services or order, that whatever that is not the same as illegal immigrants. You see, illegal immigrants are people that's coming in through the borders and sneaking in. That's not the Haitian people that's here. They actually was invited here so that we could help them in a time of crisis. So it's a different situation. So somebody telling me they want to send 300 of those people after we invited them here and they've been added to our economy, working very hard, trying to build their family here is bullshit to me.
So when Barack Obama deported 1,000 a day, was that rude, or how would you frame it?
Every single president has been dealing with the immigration crisis. Every single one, whether it was the Democrat or Republican. I like the way that everybody's saying, "Oh well, Donald Trump is not the one that sent the most immigrants out of the country. Donald Trump is not." No, they said that Obama had the biggest numbers because everybody. I may not agree, but most of the United States believe that people who comes in illegally should not stay. That's a policy. It's not my policy. It's Congress policy. Is executive order, executive branch, is the Supreme Court. All of them have the same policy. You don't come here illegal, you got to go home, right? The difference between Obama, even with his numbers, and Donald Trump is that we did not see two white tea people, a white tea woman and a white tea man, unalived in American streets by ICE agents and Border Patrol, unarmed, unalive people. We didn't see that. We didn't see that. I'm waiting for somebody to show me a video of one of Barack Obama's agents unaliving somebody as an ICE agent. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that. See, that's the difference, right? The cruelty is the difference. Under Donald Trump, and they said the same thing with Obama, but under Donald Trump, we saw physically the impact of babies being taken away from their moms, the babies being caged and stuff like that. Under Donald Trump is creating in several different states a whole camp, just like the concentration camps. How do we know at the end of the day? I'm gonna put it to everybody. How do we know at the end of the day that the concentration camp that Donald Trump is building is not going to be similar to the concentration that the H guy did in World War II? How do I know? We won't know because so far we have 19 people unalive in those camps. 19 people unalive in those camps. How do we know it's not going to be a huge amount, that he's not going to create things to make sure that people disappear? I don't know that. But he is definitely creating these camps, right? It's definitely something that's happening, right? So, yeah, he's evil. He's mean. He's horrible.
Have you heard about the illegal immigrants that were in cages and separated from their parents?
When under Trump, yes. You talking about under Barack Obama?
No, I'm just saying. Anytime in the past, have you
We
heard
saw the
about?
we saw the film. We saw actually with our own eyes. I know the current administration and I know the MAGA community don't want us to believe our own eyes. They want us to just believe what Donald Trump says. But we actually saw videos and films of the kids. We actually have testimonies of people who actually got out of those cages and stuff like that, that was able to do interviews and tell what happened. We actually had people come into Congress to talk about it. So unless you want us not to believe anything that we've seen, heard about this Trump administration, there's not much I could tell you. I believe it happened.
Okay, so that started under Donald Trump's administration.
If it happened in any other administration, if it happened any other, because some people was like, oh, Barack Obama did it too. If it happened in any other administration, why wasn't there a worldwide outrage that is now? Is it because you think that everyone hates this man so much that we just gonna pinpoint all the stuff that he's doing? Why is it such a problem now? Right? And it wasn't a problem before because people did protest under Barack Obama. There was I saw there was a protest about ICE or some type of immigration under Barack Obama at the time. I know for a fact that I was one of the 2,000 soldiers that went to Standing Rock. Remember the story about Standing Rock, where Barack Obama was actually agreeing to let them drill an indigenous people in South Dakota. I was one of the 2,000 veterans that went down there to stand between the contractors and their military police and the protest and our indigenous brothers and sisters that was protesting. I've done a lot of stuff, so I wasn't happy with Barack Obama at that time. But when he heard that the veterans went down there, he stopped it. He stopped the work. He said, "Okay, now
Okay,
we need to stop." Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what a leadership does. You see what leader does? Donald Trump doesn't know how to do that.
okay. Alan Beauty says roughly 40% of my income goes to taxes. It's hard for me to help others with such a huge tax burden.
And
What do
who
you
did the
say?
tax burden? Donald Trump did the tax burden, right? Because Donald Trump was supposed to help us with taxes, right? Isn't that what's supposed to be? We're not supposed to be paying for all of this. His promise to us is to decrease taxes. So if you're upset that 40% of your taxes is going out of your salary, you need to talk to Donald Trump because he failed on that promise. He failed on that promise. That's what I
Uh,
was saying.
Okay, so that would be your
And I
answer.
respect
So,
and I respect it because my taxes going to food, light bill, and everything like that. I don't like it either. The difference between me and most people is that if someone asks me, "Do you want some of your money, some of the taxes to help feed hungry people, hungry kids? Are you okay with that?" I would say yes, I'm okay with that. You see, that's the
okay,
difference. Whereas other people was like, I want them to pull, work on their own, pull the bootstring on and stuff like that. I don't want them to get any free lunches. I don't want them to have any public assistance. I don't want them to get any help. I did it all by myself. I want them to do it. I'm not like that. I'm just not. If I know that my taxes is going to help other people, I'm okay with it. Me myself.
today Donald Trump, the president, mentioned that 25 million people came in during Joe Biden's 4 years.
Really.
Do you think those people need to go back to their respective countries?
So you mean to tell me that the President Biden was not because I we saw videos, yeah, we saw pictures. Do you guys remember the pictures where I think it was on the Biden because it definitely wasn't Trump where the people in Texas that they were on horses lassoing black people at the border. It was a big thing. Do y'all remember that? It wasn't under Trump. It was under Biden. Of course, they were brought to task, and people had to talk to them and say you can't use the rope. Do you remember that? You know why I say that? Because even under former President Biden, they were still getting immigrants out of the country. It's just that they wasn't using cruel tactics. It was one. That was the cruelest one that we saw, but they weren't using cruel tactics like Donald Trump. But even in that case, we were like, okay, what the hell are you doing with a horse trying to lasso a black man? It don't look right. You understand what I'm saying? So if 25 million people came here, It didn't mean that he didn't get them out. And it wasn't it under Biden that he had an agreement with the Mexican president, the Mexican country, to keep the immigrants there so they could go through the process. And wasn't it Biden, former President Biden, who came up with this amazing immigration policy that Donald Trump told the Republicans not to pass because he wanted he wanted to go through the current election with saying that Biden could not fix the immigration problem, even though Lindsey Graham, who I think has something to hide in his closet. Even Lindsey Graham was like, "Oh, that was a great policy, wasn't that?" And why doesn't Trump just take Biden policy, because he wants to take everything else, rename it Trump immigration policy, and pass it? Oh, he do that, and that way he could give a lot of people an opportunity to come here the right way. Why don't he just do that?
Pretty Thing says 25 million is just a number Trump made up from the top of his head.
He's an idiot. No, I'm sorry, my bad. Pretty, stop. You're gonna get me in trouble. I promise Grandma Flip and Mel I was gonna behave myself so we don't get this channel in trouble. I am so sorry. I got to rest, guys. I apologize.
No, it's okay. You have my blessing. So I'm asking you. So here's my
Man is
question.
crazy. The man is insane. The man doesn't even know the top of his head is behind. The man is insane. I don't understand why you guys allow this old man. Y'all talk about former President Biden being old and decrepit. Why are you allowing this old decrepit man to run this country? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Talk to your boy. He's insane. Talk to him. And what are we going to do about the 38,000 time that he was referencing in the DOJ report about E? What are we doing about that?
I don't know. But
you hear the stories about him?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, right? An honest question for you, right? When was the last time you seen a president that does at least 2 press conferences a day? He's up all night. He's traveling. One day he's in Africa. The next day he's in China. The next day he's in Israel. He comes back and do a press conference. How many press conferences did Joe Biden actually do? Do you ever remember him actually doing a press conference?
You've been the right room. Yes, I do remember him doing press conferences. Yes, and I do remember him talking to the press all the time. In fact, he had a great time, and they used to tease him about that. Remember how he used to run up to the press whenever they came? They were at the on when he was about to fly out. He had press conferences all the time, whether he was at an ice cream shop, pieces shop, going back and forth to trips. He spoke to the press all the time. That's the reason why they just kept on hounding him and saying, "Oh, he's not answering questions fast enough, and he's not doing this and that." He always spoke to the press.
So hold on one second. I just want to make
something clear. He traveled a lot.
So I want to.
Donald Trump looked like a crazy idiot, but that's.
Hold on one second.
I shouldn't use the idiot word. I'm sorry.
So I want to make an announcement to everybody, right?
What's the announcement?
First off, Mama Flips is quite different than the shows we have during the week, which are mostly conservative, okay? This is a night that's not for everybody. She comes with drama. It is what it is, right?
Hi, guys.
In the chat, I don't want to, if people want to, say whatever they want to say, let them go tonight. Thursday night, pretty much anything goes, all right?
Are they disrespecting me?
Tomorrow is back to business, but Thursday nights, folks, is not for everybody. For those who want to be here, then God bless America. All right, go ahead and roll on. But I don't want to kick people out. Let them say what they have to say. They could talk about me. They could talk about Jesus, whatever they want to talk about.
What, Stella's kicking them out? Our mods is kicking them out? Good diggers?
No, but people are complaining, so I'm not sure what's happening. But anyway. They're complaining about you too. They're saying I need to kick you out of here too. So I'm just making the announcement.
Okay, guys, let me explain what's going on. I feel bad for y'all. Let me explain. You getting new audience here? Is that's why they don't understand what's going on?
I mean, we get new people all the time. That's not a problem. Right, cool. I welcome everybody, guys. Thank you, guys. This is the only night that we kind of let Mama Flips do her thing. So
maybe we should explain to them. You see, Mel is the straight guy to my craziness, right? So Mel wants to have someone who's actually real and authentic, but who's also a black female who lives in this country, right? Who's been through a lot and who could be very honest about her opinions. Now, this is why I have a problem with our MAGA community, right? MAGA community, you guys spent 16 years making our lives a miserable hell. Is it 16? I'm sorry, 2015. I'm sorry. Uh 11 years. I'm sorry, I gave y'all too much extra years. 11 years making our lives a miserable hell. You guys talk mad crap. Mad shit. Yeah, I know y'all did. Everything was bad about us. We were sheeplings, we were liars, we were snakes. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't know what the hell we were talking about. We were stupid. Y'all call us every name in a book, right? Y'all call our president idiots. You call us idiots and stuff like that. You wish us unalive. You wish our kids graped. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all said everything and did every freaking thing to us. But guess what? You don't like it now that we have the power to do the same thing. You see, because when it comes to me, I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you what I think. And you know why I feel comfortable doing that? That I don't have to be polite? Because Donald Trump told me and told y'all, we no longer have to be polite. We could speak our minds. You see, that's what Donald Trump taught me. I could look at a white tea person and tell them to kiss my ass any day of the week because it's okay to do that now because we under Trump's reign. We just can't talk bad about him because he's a crybaby. You understand what I'm saying? But for the rest of y'all just gonna get what y'all gonna get. Now, I really appreciate the fact that y'all here to listen to me out. At one time, I was very angry at my MAGA brothers and sisters. Now I'm no longer because I'm learning from you guys. I'm learning to see what you guys are accepting, why you guys think this guy is so great. I'm learning from you guys. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to tell y'all to kiss my behind anyway. Just tell y'all tell me. Y'all curse me out all the time. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what Thursday is about, right? To allow me to tell you what black Democratic 92% women think about Donald Trump and sometimes you guys.
So
Just
let
like
me let me
11 years.
so let me throw this at you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
This is Thursday night, so I could go a little bit beyond what I typically do, but
Hey,
right
you do this to stress me out. He does this to stress me out too, guys.
no, listen, follow me, right?
Mhm.
Real talk. For
All right.
my entire life, typically black people are Democrats, right?
Okay.
Okay, so now let's say everybody diligently followed the Democrats. Right now, the Democrats have no leader.
I
So
disagree.
explain that.
I
Explain
think that
why the
I
Democrats have
think
no leader.
no, you're saying the Democrats have no lead. I told you.
Okay, okay, it's your job to push back. Tonight
I'm
we're
telling you
debating,
that
right?
I think Hakeem Jeffries is doing an amazing job. I think Hakeem Jeffries now has his back against the wall because let me tell you why. This is the
Hakeem.
thing is Hakeem Jeffries is doing an amazing job. The thing is, Hakeem Jeffries is a black male fighting against a white system, and he's trying to hold up his own. Everybody like to compare Hakeem's to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi had an iron fist handle on everything. First of all, she's white,
Yep.
part of that community. You understand what I'm saying? Also, she was a brilliant strategist, right? She was a brilliant strategist. But the thing is with Nancy is that a lot of people was more afraid of her because she had more power. You understand what I'm saying? And she also had long-standing relationship with the older Republicans, right? Even though they act like they're separate, they used to do some background. And I love Nancy Pelosi. I met her too. You know, I have a picture with her too. I'll share it with you one time. So I
She
met
was
Nancy.
she
So
was on Trump's head. She was
she
on his
was,
head, you
but
know.
she was able to negotiate because she had a long-standing reputation. Hakeem Jeffrey is a brand new guy. He's a black guy, right? And now he has to try to negotiate with these different facets. You have the far left because he's not far left. You got the far left who want to do what the hell they want to do. You have the far right who want to do what they want to do. And now he has to negotiate all of these facets and stuff like that of Congress to get things done. I think he's doing an amazing job. You understand what I'm saying? So what I don't like about the Democrats, and I'm going to tell you that, is that I've been hearing over and 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 over again the Democrats dragging the Congress leader as if Congress as if these leaders have a say of what they could do. They don't, they are not running, they are not running Congress. They're not running Congress. So if they're not running Congress, right, they could only do like Hakeem could only do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we hear you.
Hakeem could only do as much as he can do. Do you understand what I'm saying? But people don't want to understand that. And the Democrats is like, oh, the leadership sucks. Especially a lot of the talking heads on YouTube, the Democratic or the independent talking heads on YouTube makes me crazy. Especially and I listen to them and I appreciate them, but especially a lot of the YT Democrats that want to talk nonsense to power. The fact of the matter is we have no control right now. We don't have control of the House. We don't have the control of the Senate. We don't have any control. You want people to fight, fight, fight. I want them to fight, fight, fight too. That's why I'm taking a break, right? Because I'm tired of fighting. You understand what I'm saying? But he's doing the best he can in this situation. And it makes me crazy because they're the reason why we're here today. You think I only blame MAGA? I don't only blame MAGA for Trump. I blame a lot of the far left media talking heads who spent so much time dragging former President Biden, dragging Kamala for every single thing, right? This is why we're here today. They spent so much time criticizing the past administration. They spent less time criticizing Trump. They didn't do an expose. They asses should have been out there trying to find every witness on the Epstein files to talk about what Trump did to them, and they didn't do that. They spent all the time, oh, Biden is too old. Biden is walking too slow. Biden can't walk up the stairs. Kamala, what color is her? What nationality is she? She ain't really black. She's Indian. What are we doing? The Democrats was part of that as well as the MAGA community. We didn't come together. One thing I can tell you about the MAGA brothers and sisters, they don't care that this man is a predator. They don't care that this man has 38,000 references of Donald Trump in the Epstein files. They don't care that he's a thief. They don't care he's a liar. They don't care that he's not a Christian. They don't give a damn about nothing. But they love this guy and they're going down to the grave with him. You understand what I'm saying? The Dems can't do that. That's what pissed me off about the Dems. You understand what I'm saying? We need to be more like MAGA. You see, MAGA will go to hell. MAGA go to hell. They go under hell. There's a worm. There's the devil. There's hell. Under hell is a worm. Under the worm is shit that the worm shitted on. MAGA is under the shit of the worm when it comes to Donald Trump. They will go to hell and then some for Donald Trump. We need the Dems to do the same thing. The Dems ain't doing that. They're not. They're making excuses. They're making excuses. They're disrespecting.
I'm still waiting on a good Democratic leader.
It makes me crazy. I'm sorry. I'm going too far. Go ahead.
I said, give me one solid Democratic leader that the United States people who are Democratic can look forward to running against J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance.
You know, was it J.D. Vance? Who was it that said that?
You know that J.D. Vance got fat
that
again,
Haitians, right? That Haitians was eating dog and cats and all that, wasn't it?
Yeah, J.D. Vance said it, and so did Donald Trump. I see that J.D. Vance is getting weight just like me. I guess he's getting comfortable. For one time when he was running an election, he lost a lot of weight. Now he look like he's getting chubby again. So J.D. Vance is going to have to divorce his Muslim wife in order to become president. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
They have a baby on the way. Why would you say such
I'm just saying, I may be wrong. The MAGA community may accept him as president, but I have a feeling that he's going to have to divorce his wife and marry Erica. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even going to say her last name because I want to respect the family, but I'm just saying. That's just my thing. I just don't see the United States of America we're looking forward to, and no disrespect to my Muslim brothers and sisters, but if they didn't like a black woman, I don't know what they're going to do. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think that I would see Eric Trump run quicker than J.D. Vance. That's just me, right? But who do they have? You see, that's the problem. Right now, they don't want Kamala to run again, right? Because a black woman can't run for president, right? So now they're talking between JD, I think JD Pritz, I might be pronouncing his name, and the governor of California. Those are the two that they're looking at right now, Gavin Newsom. So they already have two white team men that they're actually looking at right now to run for president in 2028. They're just building them up right now. So I can't wait to see what happened. I can't wait to see what happened, to be honest with you, to see exactly
Let me
who
ask
the
you a question. Should a person be allowed to run for president with a skid row under their belt?
what is Skid Row? What do you mean?
You
Oh,
don't know what skid?
She's Hindu, not Muslim. Oh, thanks for telling me because everybody's calling her Muslim. Mel, that's a good question. Is she Muslim or not? Because everything I heard, because I don't know her. I don't care to know her. I don't really do any research on her. I just feel like it's sad that a brown woman would be married to this racist guy who became vice president of the United States. I think it's pathetic myself. But she loves him. She has kids. God bless her. But everybody told me that she's a Muslim. Is she not a Muslim? They said she's Hindi. I heard that she was Muslim. What did you hear?
I think she's. I don't want to speak on it until I research it, but I don't think
Let's,
she's.
let's
She's
research it
she's
because
definitely she's not Muslim. I don't think she's Muslim.
I heard Muslim.
But
If
at
she's
any rate,
not Muslim, and then I apologize for throwing. And then there's nothing wrong with being a Muslim brother and sister. God
I
bless you,
thought
my
I
brothers.
thought she was Hindu, but
I heard I
I
all
didn't
this
I didn't I assumed that, so I didn't look it
no,
up. So I don't
all
want to
I'm
speak on
telling
it.
you, and you know why? It's not even us. It's the MAGA brothers and sisters that got me in it because the way they drag her on social media, the MAGA brothers and sisters, you guys are out of line because y'all call her all kind of derogatory terminology that falls in line with our Muslim brothers and sisters. So I automatically thought that she was Muslim based on the words that they were saying. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will look it up and I'll make sure. But either way, if she's Hindu or Hindi, I don't think they're gonna want a Hindi or Hindu first lady either. So that's just my opinion on it. But I'll research it to see if she is, so I can stop calling her a Muslim, even though there's no reason why she can't be a Muslim. I just don't think that you guys are ready for a black and brown person. And
You do
Muslim is
you
a
think
religion.
you think that's why your associate Kamala did not win is because of
Oh
her
yeah,
being a
because she was
woman
black.
and
She was a
and
black
of
woman.
color?
She was black. Yeah, she was black and she was a woman. That's why she didn't win. Also, because our young people, because of what happened in the other side of the country when it happened with Israel and Gaza, they really felt that what Biden did was a non-starter and Kamala was his VP. So they wasn't going to vote for him. So they dragged her too. So it was a lot of combinations. But at the end of the day, it's because she was a black female that we already knew. I already knew our white team men wasn't going to go for it. I didn't have any delusion that white men was going to come and support Kamala. The people that I was really surprised at was the white team women. I didn't know that white team women were so disrespectful of their fellow races that they would actually allow an SA to become president of the United States again. I figured that the first time around they said let's try it, right? Because we don't know. Donald Trump is the great guy. He's a millionaire. He's rich. He just did Apprentice. He's funny. He just say what he has to say. Blah blah blah. I think that they were so sad in nature that they would actually allow grapists allegedly, because that's what people say. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he's a predator. I'm not saying that alleged. I think he's a predator. I'm still not quite with that he went that far, but I do think he's a predator, right? But they would allow a predator, and the reason why I use the great word is because of Katie Johnson lawsuit that she filed. I saw the word in a lawsuit, so don't sue me. I'm telling you, there's a paperwork out there that calls him that. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, he's a predator. I couldn't believe that white tea women would actually vote overwhelmingly to put him back in office. So they're the only one that surprised me. I'm no longer surprised. That taught me a valuable lesson. Thank you so much. But the thing is, this is where we are, right? So who is going to run it? So they would never vote for Kamala Harris. I don't think they would. We're not ready. Maybe our future generation, our children would be ready, but not now. But who would run against him? I think either Gavin Newsom or JD will probably give him a run for his money. But I'm sure they're looking around to pinpoint somebody. Because at the end of the day, Donald Trump is going to try to run for a third term. His decrepit ass is going to try to run for the third term. And
If
we'll see what happened with that.
if he runs for a third time, right? Would you like to see Barack Obama run against him?
No, I would not like to see Barack Obama run against him because of the fact that we don't need Barack to come back out and get dragged. Him and Michelle get dragged by these ungrateful bunch of people. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need him to be dragged. It doesn't make sense. They want one of the things that they said, one of the things that they said they want somebody young. They want youth. They want vibrance. They want a person that's going to fight for them and fight for what they want in the world. And Barack Obama would look like too much of an uncle or a grandfather to even do it. So I wouldn't say it. So yeah. And I'm
All
not
right.
the one that racist. The person keeps saying I'm not the one that racist. You guys are the one that's racist. We're living in your racist world. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have anything against any race. I'm just telling you as it is. I don't like JD Vance because he's the VP of Donald Trump. Also, he has some corruption in his past. We don't think that we don't know about the couch. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like him. I don't like his wife because as a brown woman, she should know better than to marry this racist ass, right? Even if he was polite and nice, because I actually thought he did very good at the debate. And I actually thought that he was kind of decent. He says racist things. He's biased, right? The worst thing he did the other day was to call Alex Pretty a terrorist, right? And accusing him of trying to unalive ISIS when he did. So he's a liar. He's a snake. And his wife married that. Also, he has brown children, right? And he should be more respectful and less racist in his undertone when it comes to black and brown people. But he can't do that because he only sees himself as a white man. He doesn't see that he has brown children. What he's going to do, he's going to try to raise his brown children to think they're white when they're not. They're not white. Your children ain't white, they're brown, sir. So I'm just telling you as it is. I don't have no problem with race. I'm just telling you what it is, my friends. Y'all guys don't like it. I hear you.
Did you see the portrait that Donald Trump retweeted? A
Somebody
big
wanted
portrait.
to
A portrait.
Go ahead.
It
Say
was
again.
a portrait that Donald Trump put out. He retweeted. I don't know if he had it designed or not, but it's orchestra and so forth. There's a lot of black people in the audience. Did you see that?
He No, I didn't see the portrait. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'll
Hold
have
on,
to
be
pull
back.
it. I'll have to pull it up for you.
Hold on. Tell me again. What is the portrait?
Let me pull it up and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, can you pull it up for me? Because I want to. You said that there's black people in the portrait.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to
Is
see
it
what
black
you had to
women?
think about it.
Did he put black women in there?
I didn't see any black women.
Oh, black men. Oh, okay. I could give him that. Well, no, not really, because my black brothers voted 87% with Kamala. So let me give my black brothers their respect because y'all supported us. I love you guys. You sure it's not Latinos in the picture? Because they voted largely for him too, and they're being kicked out of the country. You sure it's not Latino brothers and sisters?
It might be. I didn't see any females though.
Yeah, it's probably our Latino brothers and sisters. they did support him, not as much as I thought, but they did support him almost half. So maybe he's showing them love. And what's the video? What's the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up for
Crying.
you.
Why am I crying? I'm having a good time. I see people say I'm crying. I'm having a good time, guys. You guys are upset. Don't be upset, guys. Hey, Pink. Hey, Pink. Don't be upset, guys. Let me tell you something. Don't be mad at the messenger. The fact of the matter is that you guys, the MAGA brothers and sisters, you guys should appreciate that a black woman is telling you how she feels, telling you the truth. You guys should appreciate that. Y'all should just accept it and be like, look, I disagree with her, but I hear what she has to say. Because let me tell y'all talk mad shit for 11 years. Like, why y'all crying now? Talk about crying. Let's be honest. Why are you crying about people telling you that y'all stink? Why are you crying? That your decision put this man in the world has destroyed the United States credibility, destroyed our numbers. We are the laughing stock of the world. You have this old decrepit man that's farting all over the place, making a fool out of himself and us. He actually napped a current president of another country and brought him here on a charge. Like, what are we talking about? And then he can't even explain what he's doing with the money from Venezuela. Congress had to ask them, what are you doing with the money? How are you giving it back to the Venezuelan people? What is the policies in place? His people are jokes. All his lawyers are being kicked out by a judge. Come on. He has grapists as leaders that's running these agencies. His ICE agents are January 6ers who you said went on a polite walkabout in Congress when we saw them trying to unalive officers on January. What are we talking about? That's ridiculous. You guys are just unhappy. Y'all shouldn't be unhappy. Y'all should be able to appreciate the fact that somebody could tell you as it is, just like you told me. I'm hearing y'all. I'm learning all of this from you guys. That's all. Go ahead. Did you find the picture so I could see?
No, I'm still trying to find it, but let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Who do you think, based on all the information that you have, who do you think is the best president we've ever had?
I probably will go back to Lincoln just because he helped free the slaves, to be honest with you. But you know who I really liked? I really like Carter. I thought Carter was a gentleman and a scholar. I thought, and I'm sorry that he didn't get a second term. I just thought that he, especially after he left the presidency and the work that he's done to actually help and build homes, I think Carter is probably the most gentleman one that I've known in my time. I don't know even though there's been many presidents during my life growing up, I don't know everything that they've done. But if I was to pick one, and I love Barack Obama. So, and the reason why I picked Carter outside of Barack Obama, because most people would say, oh, of course you'll pick Barack because he's a black male. And I love him, and he would be second to me. And the reason why he would be second is because I thought that he was too he was, what was the terminology? He negotiated too much. He was too much. Oh shoot. Nah. Okay. What's going on? Do you have
you can keep talking.
Can you hear the echo?
Yeah, you have to
You
mute
might
up.
have
No, just mute up while I have this on. Just mute up for a minute. Oh, look at Elon.
All right. You gotta it.
All right. Go ahead. You can.
I think somehow you have me on twice. That's why I'm echoing. I'm not sure how come, but I think you have me on twice.
You don't echo. I don't hear echo. So.
No, just now when the thing I was echoing. You didn't hear me echoing?
Oh, I'm not sure. You're okay now.
Okay. So anyway, that is so funny. So that was supposed to be a joke. I saw one black person and I saw Cash Patel. So I only saw a couple of black person there. So What's up with the portrait? Why couldn't he have more of us, more brothers and sisters in that portrait? What happened? What happened to him? And he's not a racist though, right? Guys, he's not a racist though, right? Okay.
Well, I think he retweeted it or whatever you want to call it on his social platform,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if he's the one who put this together.
So all the white tea people that's in there, right? I saw one black male face in the back, and I saw Cash Patel, who's considered brown. That's crazy. And then is Don Jr. sleeping? Why does they hate Don Jr. so much? He looked like he was sleeping. What's going on? He's he does stuff. So that was funny though. Thank you for that. I enjoyed it. Thank you for that.
You like that? I'll send you a copy.
No, thank you. Let's not do that to me. Stress me out. So anyway,
Why not?
that's my joy. What was I saying? Barack Obama, I thought that he wanted to play too much in the middle, right? And he did do a great job, but he wanted to be the president for everybody, which is the right thing to do, to be the president of everybody. That I think that sometime he gave away too much in order to please the other side, and at the end of the day, they still disrespected him. Because I think the thing that will go to McConnell, what's his name, the turtleneck, the turtle face, McConnell grave, is the fact that he stole the Supreme Court justice from Barack Obama. Barack Obama should have, and I think I probably got, out of everything that really upset me, if anything upset me about Barack Obama, was that he should have increased the, he should have, he couldn't, I don't know, he wouldn't have been able to, but at one time he could have, I would have just placed the justice. Because you see, let me tell you something with Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if he was up, if somebody like McConnell was in the Democratic side and refused to give Donald Trump a justice, he would have put the person in anyway. And he would have increased the Supreme Court to 12. Which is another thing that I'm mad at Biden, but I wish Biden did do that in order to give us, an opportunity to have a, more even kill Supreme Court. But everybody wants to follow the rules. So Barack was great in my opinion, but he just followed the rules, and he wanted to be everything to everybody. Whereas Carter was probably the same thing, but Carter, I just thought that Carter was just a gentle soul, like, right, and he was just a good guy. So. And as far as the best president would be Lincoln, even though I heard he was a Republican, because he helped free the slave. Now, did he help free the slave because he felt it was the right thing to do, or because of the economy of the United States of America? There's a lot of controversy of why he did it, but as a black woman, I would say Lincoln, because if it wasn't for Lincoln, we'd still be slaves today. That's my opinion. So that's my
Okay.
answer.
All right.
Definitely not.
So I can't get one positive statement out of you about Donald Trump
As
tonight.
soon as I get the $2,000 check, I would get it. Now, one thing that everybody keep telling me, as a casino slot player, he raised the hand pay to 2,000. The problem is that he decreased the expenses to 90% instead of 100%. So he took from Peter to pay Paul. So I can't even give him that he gave us an increase in hand pay. I can't give anything to the man, because every time he does one thing, he take it from another. I don't have nothing positive. But if he gives me the check for 2,000, I may have something positive to tell you. That at least I got my $2,000.
So he has to give you some money. That's the
Yeah,
only
you
way.
gotta give me some money. That's what he said. That's what everybody said. Or everybody who knows me, they were like, "Oh my God, you're gonna become rich under him. You're gonna make more money under him. Your taxes is gonna be decreased. Your life is gonna be better under him." I'm still waiting for the better life. It hasn't come yet. I need it to
Hmm.
come. I
All
need
right.
I need that to happen. Mhm.
So let's switch gears a little bit. What do you think about Nancy Guthrie that's missing out in, I believe it's Arizona?
Um, it's heartbroken and breaking that she's missing. But I was gonna do a live about TMZ. I'm pissed off with TMZ, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be yet. But it seemed like TMZ got this letter, and it seems that the family did not know that TMZ got the letter first, which kind of upset me. I think TMZ is using this opportunity to make a name for themselves, and I'm not comfortable with that. But again, I could be wrong, but I'm going to be talking about it. But I feel really bad. My whole thing is that And no disrespect to the Guthrie family, why is your 84-year-old mom living by herself? What's up with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? She's 84 years old. Why didn't she have, did she not need a health aid? And who was with her? Nobody was with her. She's 84 years old. So that got me concerned too, because a lot of us, I know that she, and no, I'm not trying to blame the family, but it's just things that came into my mind, right? And I know that she went to spend time with the family. I think she went to have dinner with the family. So she's close to the family, going back and forth and everything. But I just don't know if I'm comfortable with my mom being by herself. You know what I'm saying? I would have done more, you know, but I just feel, I hope that she comes home. They talking about millions of dollars of bitcoins in order to get her back. And I don't know what happened at 5 o'clock. Apparently they gave them a deadline at 5 o'clock. If they don't do something, I'm afraid what that means, because based on these movies and stuff like that, whenever they give you a deadline, they send something back to prove that they means they're serious. So I hope they don't hurt her in any way. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. So it's a whole horrible, sad story. I just hope that she gets to come home safely, and they're able to move forward. But I don't know why they would think that she would have that kind of money. You understand what I'm saying? They talk about millions of dollars. Who has that kind of money? Even if you're the richest person in the world, you can't have access to millions of dollars. So what makes you think that she has money? Now, of course, they said that the mom house was like $3 million or something like that. They were saying, so they think they're rich. But yeah, it's a very sad situation, though. And again, it's hard, and it's a sad situation.
Did you hear they arrested someone in regards to the
Yeah, that
ransom
person
note?
lied. Yeah, that person lied because they said that the guy, because he used the opportunity to try to blackmail him to get like bitcoins and stuff like that, but he had nothing to do with it. So he's arrested for fraud and stuff like that. It's horrible. It's terrible because as a family, as soon as you hear an arrest and stuff like that, you think that you're halfway there, and then just find out this guy was a fraud. He was playing. It's horrible. It's a horrible situation.
Do you think, I know you don't know, but do you think it's more of an inside family job, or do you think she was riding the Uber and mentioned that her
God,
daughter,
Mel,
her,
why do you say that? I really didn't want to go there. Oh my God, I can't believe that you said this to me. Mel, you are out of line. You are out of line, I swear. So do we want to be honest? You're gonna get yourself in trouble if you want me to be honest with you. You want me to be honest with you?
of course.
I think it's an inside job myself, and let me tell you why. And forgive me, the Gertrude family. I'm not, because I'm a fellow survivor myself. You understand? I've had horrible things happen to my family, so I don't want nobody. I don't like to speak on people's tragedies at all. I want to see what happened at the end of the day, and I don't want to disrespect the family and the mom and everything. Because you asked, and because we are co-hosts on this show, and you asked me, I have to be honest. I wish you didn't ask me, but since you asked me and you want me to answer, I'm going to tell you. My concern is this. You see the camera? You see, because we have a security camera here. You see the security camera? We have a security. You can't shut off the camera unless you come inside the house. You can't do it unless you have a code. You can't shut off the camera. So unless they damage the camera, you understand what I'm saying? Unless they damage, like broke the camera outside, the fact that they said that the camera was shut off has me concerned. I was like, right? Also, somebody coming to the house. If you come into my house with my security system, right? You break in, they will call all of us, all of our numbers. We have several family members that has the phone number to our security system, right? We all of us would get a call, and we all, because I have camera in my house, I could see the camera who's in my house through my phone. Why did they not know until 11 o'clock the next morning that their mother was missing when she didn't show up at church? That doesn't make sense to me. You understand? If she has security camera like that, and I don't have and she's a millionaire apparently, and I don't, and then they were talking about how the camera keep changing. Like, that's not even the best camera. I have a security where I pay for the box. Like, I pay for a hard drive where we have like 30 days worth of footage on the camera. It doesn't reverse every 24 hours. So what's up with that, with the camera only reversing every, changing, printing over each other every 24 hours? None of this makes sense to me. Being her
Right, right.
mother, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not saying it's the family. I don't want to say it's the family. I'm just saying it just seemed very weird to me that when they told me the camera was shut off.
Now wait a minute.
That's
First
what I
off, I
heard.
want to say hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I forgot to say that tonight. Thank you guys for all the participation. Shout out to Candyman. What's happening? Nice to
Hey,
have you here.
Candyman.
So listen,
So what do
they
you think?
said that she didn't have a plan, and that's the reason why, like, it wasn't filming video because she didn't have a active plan. So
They
I
said
don't
that
know.
she didn't have a registration, but they said that the camera was still going, and it was replacing, because it's, yeah, you have a basic security, because I have one. You have the basic, unless you have the, like, it's, I forgot, it's like a hard drive, but they have a name for it, where it keeps it maintained. It's like a like a DVR, right? Where you have to pay extra every month, and it films everything on the cameras. I have all my cameras filmed, right? And I could go back. I think I have it every 30 days, right? And I could go back and I could download the video or download the pictures if I want to. That's an extra fee. I don't understand how a millionaire doesn't have that fee. Okay, fine. But even with that, they said the camera was off, right? Nobody, if she had, unless they're telling me that the fact is they led me to believe she has a security system. The basic security system, if somebody break into your house and stuff like that, your phones, everybody's phone would ring. It would say burglarized. She doesn't have to report it that she's being burglarized. They would get a notification that she's being burglarized. All right. They said that they didn't have a film of her. They didn't identify her as her coming into the house. They knew that she came in, but they didn't say it was her that was downstairs. So who was downstairs? If the camera could identify who she was, right? Why wouldn't the camera identify that it was a stranger in the house? You understand what I'm saying? If it's that kind of camera, I don't know. Is that kind of camera? But the thing that upset me was the fact that they said that the camera was shut off. They didn't say the camera was broken. They didn't say they didn't drag. They said they shut off the camera. How did they get
I heard
into
it
the
was
house to
broken.
shut off the camera? You
I
have to come in. You have to
no.
shut off the panel. You have to have the code to shut off the panel.
Listen,
So I could do
I
again.
can only go by the media from what I've heard. There was
Mhm.
no camera inside the house. There was one at the front door and the back door. And
Okay.
according to the media, I think it's News Nation, they were both smashed and removed. And they didn't
Okay.
know if it was the police that actually had removed it fully, but
Okay.
they had been smashed.
Okay.
And the question is, they left the back door open, and they're wondering how would a stranger know there was a camera at the back door.
That's one, but that's not what I heard. You're telling me something very new. I listened to the press conference, and the press conference said the sheriff said, "I don't know." The press conference said specifically, "I don't know who's telling you guys that they broken the cameras." That's not what we're saying. We're not confirming or denying, but I'm saying that I don't know why it's being reported that the cameras were broken. Now, the way he
Mm-hmm.
explained it to me, I thought that he didn't say I'm not confirming tonight, but he was so strong at saying I don't know why this narrative is out there, and he said the cameras was turned off. Now, I heard turn off. He could have said the camera was off. I'm saying if the cameras was turned off or the camera was off, that means somebody must have had access to it to turn it off. I will go back and listen to Presser again, but he was very defiant when he talked about the camera being broken. He said, I don't know where you guys are hearing that. And he said the camera was off. And he said that they knew that she was in the house because they could identify her. And the whatever it was could identify her in the house. But when the person came in, they didn't know it was her that person was in the house. So it was somebody else. So I'm saying to you that so if she didn't have any camera, why would they say that? Oh, if she was in the house, they would know that it was her downstairs. The sheriff said that somebody was down, somebody came in, it was downstairs. It definitely wasn't her. They would have known it was her. Why did they say that? So it led me to believe there's more going on with the camera than it's
Hmm.
not. So the camera situation is the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, okay, something is going on with the camera. I think it's somebody that knows the family, somebody maybe that was taking care of her. It could have been somebody that was taking care of her, somebody that get her food and everything like that. That's just my opinion, Mel. I could be wrong. I am more than happy to say that I could be wrong, but I just feel that it's somebody that knows the family. That
Right.
that's just what it's just somebody that knows the family. I think it would be or somebody that's been watching her, because I just don't see it as somebody that doesn't know the layout, doesn't know the family. It doesn't make sense to me. And how do they know the fact that she had an iPhone? They said that they know that she had iPhone watch and stuff like that. They said that they gave specific information about what she had. How do they know all of that? You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I just think that we're gonna find out is a family member or somebody who's connected to the family that did this. I hope I'm wrong though, but that's how I feel about it. But I
Right.
hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that she comes back safely. You know what I mean? They're putting a lot of effort into her as they should. I have to say that I don't know if they would put that much effort if it was other people that got napped like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think everybody should get equal service. When it comes to the FBI, DOJ, and everything like that. But it is a high profile napping, and they asked for $1 million, so I understand that. So I hope she comes home safely. I feel really
Yeah.
bad. I
Right.
feel really bad
Right.
about
Did you feel like it could have been associated with the daughter who has some celebrity to her name?
it. I was actually thinking that it could have been it was a political thing. I actually Googled to see um when was the last time she had a conversation with Trump, right? And I know she actually did an interview with him. So I actually thought it was political, to be honest with you. I thought that somebody who because a lot of people have been going after political people, both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that it's possible that it was her somebody who wanted to make a statement political based on politics. But we'll see at the end of the day. We'll see at the end of the day.
All right. Very good. Well, we've reached our time.
But
Thank you so much.
there's something I want to talk to you about before we go.
All right. Go ahead.
Did you see Candace Owens today? Did you get a chance to watch her?
No.
She
No.
went to war with Erica. She went to war with Erica. You need to go watch it. I am about to do a live. I was going to do a live tonight. I might do it tomorrow. She practically is saying that this woman unalived her own husband as a result of $1 billion deal with the French with a French guy named Jean, I think. She lost her mind today. She lost her mind. She called Erica a liar. She said that she has definitive proof. The other day she was like she was playing the fact that Erica after her husband unalived 11 days after he unalived, she was on a call. Apparently, they fired a bunch of staff from TPS USA. So the way they fired them, a lot of the staff members are now coming out and talking about telling all the tea, and they come into Candace. And one of the things that we're finding out is a lot of them don't like Erica, apparently, right? So there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. So last time she got apparently she was on a Zoom call. They recorded the Zoom call. I guess it was a Zoom call, and they gave it to Candace, and Candace played it, and she was so happy and giddy, like afterwards. She was like, "Oh my God, can you imagine? We got over 1 million subscribers and over 1 million people who watched our show." So she was so like giddy, like, and then Candace was like, "This is how you react." She said, "I can't tell somebody how to mourn, but this is how you react when your husband unalived 11 days before." So anyway, she dragged her on that. I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." Because I said it. I think I said it to you. I said it several times. I said the day that Erica pissed off Candace, she better be very careful, because I'm sure that Candace have a lot of receipts on Erica. I said if CK, I don't like saying that. If he said anything bad about Erica, Candace is gonna pull it out. I said it, right? So when she started with that Zoom call, I'm like, oh, here we go. I don't know why you pissed off I thought you guys had peace. You had no war. Why you pissed off? But today she lost her mind. She actually, I don't know if she's lying or not. She said so much thing about this woman. She said, have your lawyer call me. She said, because what I'm saying right now, because I have proof, could be considered defamation. And I hope you sue me. I'm like, she's at war. She's at war with Erica. It's nasty. It's nasty right now. So, oh my God, I was so shocked. I was listening to it. My mouth was like, she's like, yo, she's practically accusing this woman of unaliving. She said one thing. I said, Candace, why? Candace, why you did this? She said that Erica said in one interview that CK was so agitated and so hyped the night before that she wanted him to be relaxed, so she sent him to sleep at his daughter's room, right, with his daughter. And Candace was like, I don't even understand what that means, because if it was my husband and he was hyped, I would have left him the bed and go sleep with my daughter. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Like she lost. Oh my God, Candace Owen lost her mind today. Oh my God,
Yeah,
I'm just
well,
waiting for Erica to go crazy. And we ain't talk about apparently we didn't talk about Nicki Minaj and hers clowning about that. I'm very angry with Nicki Minaj. I'm trying not
well,
to be disrespectful.
what Nikki do?
I'm very angry with her. I'm trying not to be disrespectful to Nikki. And every once in a while, I get mad and I call her a clown and I call her embarrassed and I call her silly. I want to tell you that I don't want to be too harsh on Nikki, because she knows my son and my son knows her. And I try very hard to be respectful of the people that my son knows. You know, I try. But Nikki has pissed me off to the ultimate. Nikki, I know that Nicki Minaj, she wants either she wants citizenship or her family wants citizenship, and she's mad at the Democrats. I get that. I get that. And I get that she has a right to her opinion. What I don't like is her trying to represent herself as a black female, trying to tell us what is best for us. Donald Trump is not best for us, Nicki Minaj. He's not. And 92% of black women made our votes perfectly clear. Nicki Minaj. You understand? If somebody don't want to talk to you, let me talk to you, sis. All right? You want to be Donald Trump and Erica and all them best friends because they have something for you. I get it. You want to hustle, do that hustle, sis. You understand what I'm saying? You don't care that Donald Trump is a predator because allegedly, no, not allegedly, your husband is considered a predator because he has a case. He has to be in the offenders list. We know this. We know what happened with your brother. We know this. But I also know that you have to support family. You understand? You don't have to agree with family. You have to support family. I get that. I respect that part. I respect. What I don't like is that you're kissing Donald Trump behind, trying to make him into a good person when we know he's not a good person. We know he's not a nice person. And then you're trying to tell us that we're picking on him. We're picking on who? Donald Trump, the biggest
Hold on.
bully?
Wait
I'm
a minute.
sorry.
Donald Trump is going down as one of the best presidents ever, so I just want to correct you on that. But anyway, keep going.
As I was saying to Mel, can I talk to Nicki Minaj? I'm talking to the sis right now. Thank you, Mel.
Okay.
Let me talk to the sis, right? We understand as black females that we have to handle our business with our family. We have to take our own business and stuff like that. I heard that you were swatted. I heard that you mad at the governor because they didn't support you. I heard that you mad at the Dem. I know that from back in the days you were Republican any which way. I hear you. But don't come and sell us some bullshit. We already know the MAGA community is racist. Okay, we know that. We know that white people are not ashamed of their skin color. We know that. Okay? Don't tell us black females that we are jealous of white people, that we as black beautiful people who contend, by the way, with the sun and not get burned easily, that they're trying to emulate us by being dark-skinned, by tanning ours to be our color. Don't tell us that we're jealous of them, because we're not jealous of them, sis. All right? Don't tell boys they have to be boys, because you, even though if you agree with that, you have a large base of LGBTQ community that supported your ass. You have these boys who are dressing like girls to look like you, who support you, and you just disrespect them. All right? Don't tell me that Donald Trump is handsome, because he's not. What the fuck are we doing, Nicki Minaj? What is happening right now? Don't sell me your bullshit, girl. Sis, you got to get that money. I get that. Respect. But don't sell us no bullshit. We're not falling for it. 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. 87% of black men voted for Kamala Harris. Most of us ain't falling for your bullshit. You want to say what you want to say? That's fine. You know what I said? I'm trying very hard not to get angry at you, but every single time you come up with something new, you get me pissed off. You tell me, oh, you don't care about people not buying your album. Yet you always crying online about your album. You say you don't want people picking on kids and stuff like that, where you picked up Cardi B kids. You're saying that you mad at Jay-Z because Jay-Z stole your money or stole your record or stole something. We don't even understand what the fuck you mad at. But yeah, you don't want us to be mad at Donald Trump because he's stealing our money. He's stealing our coins, sis. Lights is high. Gas is high. Grocery is high. You understand what I'm saying? My bills is high, sis. Talk to your boy. Since you love him so much, can you tell him to help us with the gas bill? Tell him to help us with the groceries. Tell him to help us with the light bill. Sis, if you want to represent us, because apparently Donald Trump and Erica and the MAGA community look at you. And did you hear what CK said? God bless him and rest his soul. Did you hear what he said about your ass? When he was talking about you. But yet you want to be the best friend of his wife? That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. But don't sell us your bullshit. Your bullshit. I mean, this is what's driving me crazy. This is what's driving me crazy. Sis, it's okay. It's okay. We get it. You need to grind, my baby. You need to make that money. You're about to lose. Apparently, there was a saying that you was about to lose your $5 million house. I get it, sis. Let me tell you, I respect a hustle. My son is the biggest hustler in the world. I respect it. I got hustle all over my family. But don't sell me no bullshit. Don't act like you are coming here as a representative. You selling yourself to the MAGA community and Donald Trump as the one black woman that's going to come and tell us 92% of black women who can't stand Donald Trump what time it is. It's not going to happen, sis. Just do you. Handle your family. Get those coins. Girl, get paid. Smile in their face. Be a Auntie Ruckus if you have to. Kiss their ass if you need to make some money. Girl, I get it. Girl, get on top. Get on top. But don't tell us shit, because the rest of us ain't going for it. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Mel, for allowing me to have my time. Thank you so much. And Bob, don't be mad at me, because that's your girl. Y'all need to talk to your girl. She's disrespectful. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I think I talked about everything.
Ooh. But shouldn't she have the right to love whichever president she wants to?
She has a right to love him, but don't sell us a lie. Mel, come on now. We all know how Donald Trump is. Come on. I mean, you see, one thing I like about the MAGAs. Let me tell you about the MAGA brothers. I'm going to give y'all a compliment. Y'all told me. There's several MAGAs I met and told me that there's one black MAGA I like, Big Mike. I don't know if you met Big Mike. You know Big Mike. That was at the courthouse.
Yeah.
Big Mike, I don't know if he wouldn't call himself a MAGA. I call him a MAGA, but he said he did vote for Donald Trump. He said to him, and there was another guy that I spoke to. Oh, you know the guy that was he called himself Black MAGA. It's a black Trump. You remember the African guy with the African accent, and he was wearing a MAGA hat at the end? I forgot his name. I had a conversation with him, both of them, and they said they like Donald Trump because they're black brothers. So I spoke to them. They like Donald Trump, and they know he's an asshole, but he's their asshole. That's what they said to me. Yeah, that's what they said.
Whoa.
They know he's an asshole because a lot of people say that because they know, we know that he's a jerk. We know that he's disrespectful. We know that he makes fun of people, but he's mine. He's doing what I want him to do. That's all that matters. And if Nicki Minaj want to come out and say, yeah, I know he does it. He says racist thing. He said disrespectful thing to black women. I know he said disrespected to people with disability. I know he disrespected veterans. I know that he's firing 300,000 black females from their job. I know he did away with DEI. I know that he doesn't want trans kids. I know he has issues with LGBTQ community. If she keep it like that, I know he supports Israel. He doesn't support Gaza. If she keep it like that, I'm 100% okay with it. I'm like, okay, girl, you like your guy. I don't care what kind of shit he's in. I want his shit. She can say that. But don't come here and lie to us in our faces to make this guy a god and a saint. What are you doing? Why are you lying? We already know who he is. Just say that you love him. I'm good with it. I love him. I love this piece of shit. He's my piece of shit. I'm okay with that because I have pieces of shit I love too. For 11 years, people told us that we loved our Democratic leadership. We were sheepling. We didn't know what we were talking about. We were idiots. And I was like, yeah, I love my guy. I love my Kamala. I love my Barack. I love my Bill Clinton. I love my former President Biden. I love them all. I met them. Nancy Pelosi. I was on all of them. All of them. I've had high regards for all of them. And I was called every name under the bus. But I didn't spend my time trying to convince somebody that somebody's evil is a saint. And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to change the narrative. She's trying to change it, and she's lying. She needs to stop lying. Just do what you need to do.
All right, so
that's it.
So take a moment. I want to calm you down and chill you out. I want to chill you out for a minute, and then we'll start back up to finish off the last.
We're supposed to leave.
All right, just let me calm you down. To give you a breather real quick. All right, we can get back to it.
I counted four. I counted 4 black folks, 3 black men in there on the side and the back, and I think Kash is Brahmin. So I counted 4 people of color in there.
You count Kash Patel as black too?
I said people of color. He's brown, so people of color. I changed it from black to people of color. So
okay,
because he wants to be white, so I have to put him because he's dark, so I have to say people of color. So yeah.
How many women? Black women?
I didn't see any women there. Did you see any women? I didn't see any women.
There's some women. There's a lot of women in there.
There's a lot of white women, but I don't see any black women. He's not too fond of us. 92% of us was like, you get out of here. So So.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So are we gonna give Nikki a pass because she just wants to?
I'm mad at Nikki. I'm mad at Nikki.
To love Trump.
Nah, man, I'm mad at Nikki. Nikki's out of line. Again, she could love him. She could love him. It doesn't matter. Why is she lying? It's like it's like we see what you do. We see you, and you have a lot of people. One of my favorite content creator. I was spamming his chat today and on Twitter because he decided now he's going to appreciate her efforts for being different and for standing for Trump. I'm like, yo, if you don't stop. Me and him, if I didn't even call in because normally I call in his show, but I said I was gonna yell at him, so I said, nah, I don't want to be warring with him. You understand? But this another thing where we trying to now validate Nicki Minaj bullshit is gonna make me crazy because we know what we know. We know who Donald Trump is. We know who Donald Trump is. We know even his own people know who Donald Trump is. We know who Donald Trump is. Don't try to sell me this guy is a saint when he's not. Just tell me that you love him no matter what. I can accept that because I have family members that have not done such great things, and I love them and I will have their back no matter what. Tell me that. But don't come here on Beyonce internet, and that's what I said. I said Beyonce internet, and tell me that this guy is a saint, that he's handsome, that he's being picked on, and we should be ashamed of ourselves. We should listen to him, that he's not racist, that he loved the LGBTQ community people, and that he's saving us money and he's saving us taxes, and the economy is great. Stop it. Sis, all you have to tell me, just wink at us, girl. Just give us a wink. Just give us a wink. Like, yo, you know, I'm just doing what I gotta do.
I really do hope that Nick Fuentes don't hear about you and come looking for you.
You be careful because you can't say, ooh, ooh, ooh. You can't even say that word, that name in my live. Hold on, let me mute. I'm about to get in trouble. Oh my God! In certain social media, you can't even say that man's name. I don't know. Let me tell you something.
Really?
I don't know who Nick is, to be honest with Nick F. I'll say Nick F. I don't know who is. I don't care what Nick F have to say about me because Nick F is a virgin. And nothing wrong with being a virgin. Nothing wrong with it. But until you could sniff it and touch it, you're not grown enough to talk to me. That's all I'm saying. I need to talk to a man. The boy is still a child.
What about
So what
what
he
about
says, I don't care.
what about Alex Jones? He's been really going off lately.
Ugh. Now that one is actually did sniff and touch it, but he's a conspiracy nut. Anybody who could tell me that Newtown did not happen, that they didn't unalive 20 children and 6 educators, I can't take you serious. You got to give me somebody to take serious. I can't take anybody serious. You need to give me somebody that I have to fear and I have to take serious. I can't take them. I can't take serious because all I'm gonna do is just drag you for your nonsense. Like you're talking shit right now. It's like, give me somebody who legitimately could look at me and say, look, I know he's a bad guy. I know he lied, he stole, he cheated. He had ex with a corn star and stuff like that. After his wife had a baby 3 months later, I know that he grabbed them. I know he stole from banks. I know that that he had 7 bankruptcies. I know that his children needs help. I know he doesn't love his sons as much as he should. I know his daughter is his favorite. Just list everything that is bad about him and still say, I don't care because I still love him. That's all I ask for honesty. I still love him. It's okay. You can love the man. It's okay. I get it. But don't sell us the bullshit. That's all I ask. Don't sell me a lie. That's it. It's okay. You own the world. I tell Meg all the time. Let's applaud. Let's give him applaud. Y'all own the world, man. You guys got Congress. You got the presidency. You got the Supreme Court. Come on now. Let's give you a hand. Y'all don't need to lie anymore. There's no lie. Nicki Minaj doesn't need to lie. He's an asshole. It's okay. You love him. Sister's trying to get those coins. Just like Snoop Dogg, Waka Flocka, just like Nelly. All the black millionaire, maybe not millionaire, all the black successful men, women of excellence that support this man, just don't sell us some bullshit. Just let us know you want to make the money and coins for your family. You got some tax issues. You have some criminal issues. You know that your boy gonna hold you up if you are kneeling or Uncle Rukasing, Auntie Rukasing for him. You know you good. Just be good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I got it. I respect the hustle. Just stop lying to me. That's what I'm saying. Stop lying to me. That's all I'm saying. No, that's all. That's why I want to end. Love your guy. Love him, people. I respect that. I respect the love. I have more respect for somebody that can look at my face and say that I want to make money off of him. I don't care about anybody else. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it. And I still think that you need help. but at least I could respect the hustle in a way. I could compartmentalize and say, I don't like you as a person, but I could actually respect the hustle. If you come to me correct and be like, here, this is what I'm doing, this whether, but don't look at me in my face and say, oh, oh, you just angry, you just hating, and you're just a racist, and you're not intelligent. You just don't know what you're seeing with your own eyes, and you don't hear what you're hearing with your own ears. Stop playing with me.
So let me ask you one last question before we take off.
Yes.
Right? If you're a Christian
I'm
and
not a Christian.
MAGA is a Christian
I'm not a
movement,
Christian.
aren't they your brothers and sisters?
I'm not a Christian. I'm not a born again Christian. We talked about this. I'm a lapsed Catholic. So I'm not a born again Christian. People think I'm a born again Christian because of all the great work I do in the community, but I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? And the one reason why I won't be a born again Christian, because I have a lot of great born again Christians, and they're going to be very mad at me when they see it. I've had several people who, and I've been to the churches and have asked me to be baptized, but I think Christians are the most biggest hypocrites in the whole world, in my opinion. Because you can't tell me that you're going to praise a guy because your God tell you to praise him when Jesus Christ wouldn't be doing what Donald Trump is doing to our country right now. That's full of shit. You can't tell me that you're going to forgive a man that never asked for forgiveness. All right? The man that's constantly doing harm. That's hypocrisy. You are supporting Donald Trump because Donald Trump gave you what you wanted most, which is to do away with pro-rights. That's why you support Donald Trump. You think that pro-rights means everything. Saving the babies mean everything, but yet you don't care about the babies of the immigrants that's being thrown in cages. You don't care about the poor Black children that's out here without fathers because your people are unaliving them. You don't care about the Black kids that can't have breakfast because you don't want to pay for SNAP. You don't want to use your tax money to help other people, but you want us to believe that you're Christian, and the reason why you have to love Trump is because your God tell you to love Trump. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, especially the Republican Christians. Stop playing with me. I probably give a pass to the Democrats Christian more because I see them, at least they're trying to help their community. But the Republican MAGA Christian, please stop playing with me. Just please.
So I just want to say this, right? So I'm a part of a Bible scholarship program, right?
Yes,
and I went to Rome, and I went to the Vatican. I went to all of the all these amazing places.
I went to Rome too.
And do you know what they have up? They have Christ everywhere. Christ, Christ, Christ. Then they have also a big statue of Paul, Apostle Paul, and Peter.
Yeah, they do.
So they're following Christ. They have to be, right?
So, I don't know if they have to be because we all know what the Catholic priest has been accused of.
But wait, right? There's still some form of Christian, so they're still like Christians. They're still it's a thin line maybe between a Catholic and a Christian, but it's still the same.
It's still they're
like first cousins. So
whether they
hold on. Instead of your brothers and sisters, we're gonna say the MAGA is your cousins. So
okay,
why don't you
if they're
love your
cousins? They're hypocrite part of the hypocritical part of the family. I'm saying that I respect the MAGA brothers since I've learned to respect the MAGA brothers and sisters, their dedication and their love and their hunger for Donald Trump. I think they have more ingenious, evil strength than the Dems in order to support and get this man back in office. They will always get my applause for that because I didn't think they could do it. They beat us. So I got to respect the game. You understand what I'm saying? But they are hypocrites. You cannot be a true Christian and watch Donald Trump doing what he's doing to our country. You can't do it. I can't see it. And the only reason why a lot of Christians want to love on Donald Trump is because he took away pro-rights, right? Because he's trying to save the babies, right? Because you can't unalive anybody. The woman should not have a choice to unalive anybody because a baby is a baby in exception. You have sex, all of a sudden, you have a baby. That's a baby, right? I get it, right? But here's the thing. In the same vein that you over here fighting for the unborn child, we have kids that are being unalived through gun violence in our community. You're doing nothing about it. You have kids that's hungry that you don't want to use your tax money to pay SNAP on. You have immigrants, families that's coming in here saying that they are starving, they are hungry, their kids are being traveling and stuff. They need to come here to be safe. You say, get the fuck out of my country. You are not very Christian. Jesus Christ that I knew from the Bible will not do what you do. He won't. So you guys are a bunch of hypocrites, in my opinion. No hate. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would never be a born again Christian, because I do not see it as a true representation of myself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm more Christian like than most born again Christians that I know, in my opinion. And that's how I feel about it.
All right. So you follow in Christ's footsteps, right?
I don't know if I'm following Christ's footsteps, but I know that I do good work. I help people. And I like to think that based on the Christ that I read in the Bible, because I did study the Bible one time, that he would appreciate the efforts I have. I don't think Christ would be happy with the unalivement of Renee Nicole Goods or with Alex Smith. I don't think he'll be happy with what ICE is doing. I don't think he'll be happy with starving children, taking away SNAP. I don't think he'll be happy with taking away jobs over from 300,000 women. I don't think he'll be happy with taking away veteran benefits. I don't think he'll be happy with a lot of stuff that's going on. I don't think he'll be happy that he would prefer to deduct taxes from the most riches and allow the middle class and the poor to pay more taxes. I don't think Jesus Christ would have liked any of that. I think that Jesus Christ would have been a different person. In fact, I think Jesus Christ would have been a brown man. He wouldn't have been a white man in here. And I think that the current MAGA community would have just striked them all over again, in my opinion.
Okay, very good. Let me ask you another question.
Oh my
I,
God, look
I,
what
I
time
know
is it?
I know we have to go, but
Go ahead.
do you think the Democrats fell off because of the whole transgender and boys playing in girl sports?
I think that it was one of the reasons they fell off, but I really think before then the MAGA used that, but I think it was the actual war in Israel and Gaza that actually did it. Because the thing is that even if, and there is a lot of Democrats and there's a lot of left and progressive who do not believe that transgender people should be transgender people, right? Especially another thing with the Christians, especially our Christian brothers, no matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, MAGA, they don't like the whole transgender movement. They don't like it, right? So you have that. The sports was another thing. DEI, them thinking that black people is getting a handout, which is crazy because we're one of the hardest working group of people in the world. The DEI issue, teaching kids about LGBTQ in kindergarten, which is not happening. You see, all these right wing narratives came out, and it got legs, right? It got legs, but it wouldn't have mattered if a large portion of our young people, younger generation, did not get so angry about the Israel and Gaza war that they decided they were going to drop the Democratic Party. You see, if we all decided to unite, including the YT and the young people, we would have been able to win this election. But a lot of people stepped off for their own reason. So I think the transgender issue was just one issue that they blew up. I'm actually very surprised, to be honest with you, that people who knew, like the whole bathroom issue makes me crazy. We talked about this before. Do you remember what I said about the bathroom issue with the transgender and the bathroom issue? Do you remember what I
Right.
said?
Yeah,
When I was
Jesus wouldn't have liked it, right?
I'm sorry?
You said Jesus wouldn't have liked
I ain't
transgenders
say
on the
that Jesus
bathroom.
would not have liked transgender people. Jesus loves everybody. I said that when I used to go clubbing, I used to go to the men's bathroom all the time. All the time. There was never an issue. Now it's an issue. Like, oh my God, clutch my pearls. Women are going into men's bathroom. Men are going to women's bathroom. When we were clubbing back in the 80s and 90s, you know what we were doing in these various bathrooms. I used to go in the bathroom because the line was long. I used to go to the men's bathroom. It was never an issue. You understand what I'm saying? And it was an issue until very recently. Now everybody's afraid of men dressing up women going into the bathroom to target their kids, when we are finding out that people that's targeting kids are white teen men, regular men. There's no such thing as regular men, but heterosexual men. Those are the one that's targeting these kids. We see the Epstein files. Look at the Epstein files. Show me one transgender person in the Epstein files, then we're gonna have a conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying? These were all heterosexual men and women. Well, some of them were, obviously Ghislaine wasn't, because she was tapping the girls too, so she's LGBT. But you understand what I'm saying? Most of them was heterosexual men that was doing horrible things. But now everybody's worried about the transgender going to the female. Boy, we used to be go. I don't
Well,
even
hold on,
hear.
wait a minute.
It's ridiculous.
It is. I think Jesus would condemn a person to hell over being a transgender, right?
I don't think so.
According to the Bible. Yeah.
No, which Bible? That's the thing. We had two. You see, the Bible that we had two Bibles. We had the before Christ and after Christ, right? Did would Jesus Christ, after he sacrificed his life on the cross for all of us, right? For all of our sins, after he sacrificed himself, would that Jesus Christ actually condemned transgender people to hell?
Well, according to the Bible, right, it says that men who lie with men is an abomination, right?
Before Christ or after Christ?
Um, let's see here. I'll have to look it up for you. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I need to know. Because as far as I remember, in the Bibles I've read, and I'm not talking about
Wait. If you're asking, it's in the Hebrew and the Greek scriptures. There's no doubt about it. It condemns homosexuality. So, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into this, but
who you talking to me? I don't know nothing about the Bible. Or you talking about somebody?
oh, okay. No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, me? I don't know the Bible.
To
I read the
answer
Bible
your
when I was
question,
kids.
before
I
or
don't know.
after
I'm not
Christ?
Hebrew. Let's talk about Hebrew. I'm not Jewish. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that as far as I'm concerned, Jesus Christ died on the cross for all of our sins. So I don't know that Jesus Christ, who died for our sins, would actually do all of that and then send people to hell because of their sexuality. That's what I'm saying. But go ahead. You were saying.
No, we were just talking about how the scriptures and Jesus condemn certain things, and transgender would be a part of that.
So Jesus Christ said it was attributed to Jesus, not one of the saints, not God, right?
Well,
Not God. I'm talking about no. Because remember, we still trying to figure out whether God, the Son, and the Holy Ghost are still the same people. As far as I'm concerned, Jesus Christ is a separate entity than God. That's me. That's just me. I think Jesus Christ is the Son. So whatever God got going on is not the same thing as Jesus Christ. So that's why I asked. After his sacrifice, where he died for our sins, right? Would that Jesus Christ come back down to earth, because he's supposed to come back down to earth and send all transgender LGBTQ people to hell? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I say no, right? But that's what I'm asking.
okay. Well, it's in the Hebrew and the Greek scriptures that man cannot lie with man. So,
Okay, did Jesus
um,
Christ says it? Was it under the new book when Jesus Christ said it? Was it
well,
Jesus Christ?
if you're considering the new book, the Greek scriptures from Matthew to Revelation, then the answer would be yes.
Okay, then that. So, oh, wait a minute. You said Matthew. Did Matthew say it or did Jesus Christ say it?
No, I said from Matthew to Revelation, that's the Greek scriptures. So it's
Okay.
within the Hebrew from Genesis to Malachi, right?
I don't know anything about the Bible. You're
there.
giving me Bible scriptures. I'm the worst one.
No, I'm just telling you the layout.
The layout.
I'm just answering your questions.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, in the Bible, right?
Yep,
They
yep.
have. Tell me if I'm wrong. They actually said in the Bible that they have the words of Jesus Christ, like the things that Jesus actually said is written in the Bible. When he actually yelled at I guess the Jewish leadership and stuff like that, that what he said is in the Bible. It actually said that Jesus says this and Jesus says that, right? In the Bible. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, in many places. But hold on one
But
second.
did Jesus
Tony,
say?
hold on one second. Tony V207, can you put the scriptures, copy
Thank
and
you,
paste them?
Tony.
Because
Oh, he just said.
I can't really pull up a scripture
He
from
said
my reference
Matthew
right now.
19, 4-6 and Matthew 10, 6-9. Okay.
Mark 10,
Oh, Mark. I'm
6 through
sorry.
9.
Matthew and Mark. Now, thank you. Now, what I want Tony to tell me, Matthew and Mark, did they say Jesus Christ said? That's a very simple statement. I'm not saying that Matthew said it or Mark said it.
Wait a
I
minute.
want to know if they're saying that, did they attribute it that these are the words that came from Jesus Christ himself? That's what I'm asking. And if it's yes, then you guys gonna have to, y'all gonna have to go with it. I
Wait a
disagree,
minute.
but if it is, it is.
All right. Mark chapter 10 starts off, I think it's talking about marriage and divorcing.
Okay.
Also in Mark chapter 10, you have the young rich ruler that comes up to Christ and asks him.
Okay.
It says "Good Master." So I'm just trying to pick out what is 6 through 9. I can't pull it. I can't. I usually could, but I can't today. Matthew
All right.
chapter 19, similar.
You said
It's
I'm
it's
doing
an,
too much. No, I'm not. I'm
Matthew
doing too much.
Matthew 19 is synonymous to Mark chapter 10. So I could. It's the same story. So I'm not sure what text. Let me see if he's put it
I,
in the
I,
chat. Hold on a
I'm
second.
asking a very simple question. And if the
Okay,
answer is yes, the answer is yes.
go ahead. What's your question?
I said, are they telling the story of Christ or are they attributing it to Christ? And Andrew, I'm not doing too much. I'm doing the right amount.
It's
I need
both.
to know.
It's both.
Okay, so I want to know what's the exact statement that they attributed to Christ. Did Christ says that men who sleep with other men should be what? Go to hell? That's what you say that Christ said out of his own words. Is that what
I'm
he
not.
said?
I'm not sure which text he's talking about. I'm waiting for this person to post the text here.
Thank you. You shouldn't feel that you waste your life, my friend. I feel bad for you. Who's it that said that they feel like they waste their life? You should leave the live if you feel that your life is being wasted by listening to me. I feel bad for you. Go get help. Somebody said Corinthians 6:9. The Old Testimony say it is a sin. Yes, the Old Testimony says it's a sin, Andrew. I get that. I'm talking about the new after Christ. That's what I'm talking about. The whole what I was taught, and I went to Bible study that after when Jesus sacrificed his life on the cross, he forgave all sins, right? He forgave all sins. So that's why I'm asking. After Jesus unalived, right? And forgave all sins. If he comes back to earth, it's a very simple question. Will he bring all Christians to heaven and all LGBTQ community will go to hell? That's what I'm asking. And if so, where is it written in the Bible? You're saying yes. Fine. Show me in the Bible that Jesus said that out of his mouth. They say that, oh, he believes. I want to say that Jesus said it. This is what Jesus said. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking a simple question. You said it's under Matthew 19:4-6 and under Mark 10:6-9. That's what you got. Somebody said Corinthian. That's what I'm asking. To be honest, I'm not a Christian, so I'm not fighting this fight with you guys. Mel asked me a question. I'm saying no, I do not think that God would send transgender people, LGBTQ people to hell. I don't believe that. I just don't. I have a right to believe what I want to believe. I think that Jesus Christ is a loving God, a loving son. And if he is the Lord, if he took over for God or he is God, he's a loving God and he would not do that. That's my belief. I have a right to believe whatever I want to believe. Now, I'm not LGBTQ community. So I'm not trying to cape for anybody. I love the men's. You understand what I'm saying? But I have no reason to hate my LGBTQ community, my brothers, the sisters of LGBTQ, and I have no reason to think that they have to go to hell because they choose to love who they want to love. I'm sorry. That's not something that I fall under. You guys can feel that way. I don't. And that's another reason why I won't be a Christian. Because if
And
I have
there's
to believe that, then I will never be a born again Christian because that's not
wait a
something that I
minute,
want to be.
but you are a Christian. You're a Catholic, right? They're
I'm a
Christians.
lapsed Catholic. Lapse, you know, lapse, LAPSE. That I'm a
Okay,
lapsed. I
so you're
believe in
like,
God. I
but you're
believe in
out.
God, but I'm not a practicing Catholic.
Okay,
No.
I get it. I get it.
I'm not an
Okay,
atheist or anything. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe everything, but I'm not. I'm not. You know, I'm not practicing. That's all
all
I'm
right.
saying.
Okay, all right. Well,
That's
I
it.
just I
Giraffe is
get
not
it.
LGBT. You guys have too much hate. Here's the thing. You guys have. This is why you love Trump. You guys have way too much hate in your heart for people. You know, y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop hating people. Y'all hate everybody. You hate black people. You hate LGBT people. You hate transgender people. You hate everything that's different from you. The only thing that you love is a white skin and your white women. Y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop. You're not that important in real life. You're really not. To us black people, you're not that important. You're just another person just like us. You understand? And then you're not that, you're not more, you're not more, you're not better than us. You don't have the most beautiful people in the world. You don't. We have some fine black brothers who hangs longer than your white men do. You understand what I'm saying? We got some beautiful black women in their skin. You understand what I'm saying? We are very proud of our ancestry. You guys are not better than any of us. We don't hate you for your color. Stop hating us for our color and stop hating other people. You're supposed to be Christians. You're supposed to love everybody. And y'all love no one but yourselves. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I am not going to be here hating on nobody. I'm not hating on no transgender. I'm not hating on LGBTQ community. I'm not. The only thing I hate is a predator. I hate a predator. I hate a murderer. Somebody who unalive people. I hate that. You understand? I hate people who hurts children. I hate that. I hate people who hurts women. I hate that. You see, I have a specific hatred of what people do. I hate people who hurt somebody else, but I don't hate people just for who they are, who they love. Y'all ridiculous with that. It doesn't matter. You understand? I don't care what you do in your bedroom. A lot of y'all are freaks. You think we don't know? We don't think we don't know that you guys are freaks. You guys are wearing your women underwear and stuff like that. And you guys acting like y'all Christian. You think we don't know? We know what you do in the bedroom. We went through the Diddy trial, for God's sakes. Mel and I, the shit we heard about Diddy is crazy. We don't think we know that you guys are doing some freak shit, some freakazoid. Y'all was part of y'all do the belts and everything like that. Some of you guys have the dungeons in the bottom of your closet. You think we don't know? But y'all want to come out here and act like y'all better than everybody else? Be a freak in your own house and allow people to be a freak in theirs. Mind your goddamn business. So you won't care about others. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of people pointing fingers. You guys are out of line. It's none of your business who sleep with who. To be honest with you. And I'm being serious about that. And I would be disappointed if Jesus Christ came down here and put all those people in hell because it's none of his goddamn business either. You understand what I'm saying? They're not doing you any harm. Transgender people are doing you harm. LGBT people are not doing you any harm. They're not hurting you. You guys are so afraid. You think we don't know that half the Republican Congress and the White House right now are not freakazoids? You think we don't know? You don't think we heard the rumors about Lindsey Graham? You think we didn't hear about Mike? Whatever happened to that adopted son that Mike had? Whatever happened to him? You think we don't know that there might be some shenanigans going on there? What about JD Vance and that couch? Is that story real? What about Donald Trump? Did y'all see what Epstein said about Donald Trump and Bubba? We don't even know who Bubba is. Did y'all hear? All of y'all are freaks out here. Y'all using X any way y'all want to. So who are you to have the right to tell somebody else who to love? Is despicable. Y'all wrong for that. And it's not very Christian-like. Mind your goddamn business. Anything else, Mel?
All right. I think that's enough for tonight. Thank you.
You know what that brought? You know what that put me in here? And I was supposed to behave myself. I thought we said I was going to behave myself moving forward. Isn't that what we talk about? I was going to be good.
Yeah. We have to give you. I'm going to keep that video to keep you. It's like a tranquilizer. Okay, there we go.
That is not. You gotta mute.
That's every time you get out of pocket, I'm gonna play that video during the show.
Who did that video though? You know that's so disrespectful to Trump.
He's the one that
only has white people in there. And then why do they have Donald Trump?
No, he has some black men in there too. No black women.
Why do they have Donald Trump Jr. sleeping? That's so disrespectful. He looked like he's asleep. That's crazy. But yeah. But it's been a pleasure. Is there anything else you want to ask me before I go off? Leave people business alone, people. Leave people business alone. Let them be a freak if they want to.
No, that's it for tonight.
All right. Hey,
But
Stella, hey, the mods.
the Christians are trying to bring you closer to Christ. That's what the message is
And
now.
that means to hate LGBTQ community. Is that what they're going to bring me closer to Christ? To hate the LGBTQ community, to hate the transgender, and to tell them they're going to hell? That's what's going to bring me to Christ? Bring me closer to you guys? The answer is no. No, sir. You know who I hate? I hate evil people. I hate people who hurt children. I hate people who hurts women, who hurt people that's weaker than them. That's who I hate. Those are who I'm fighting against. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight. Hey, Stella, I'm not going to fight against people who do me no harm. I don't want nobody knowing what's going on in my bedroom. And I like the men's. You understand what I'm saying? They have no right to tell me, oh, it's almost like me that, because I'm a single woman. If I decide I want to have sex with a man, I'm going to hell because I'm not married. It's ridiculous. Half of you guys they're not even supposed to be divorced. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First of all, all of you guys are sinners anyway. But first of all, most of you guys lost your virginity before you got married, right? Most of you guys are cheating. Most of you guys are not in your first marriages. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most of you guys are watching porn. Most of you guys are lusting after other women. Most of you guys hate other people. You hate people for their color. You hate people for their sex. A lot of you guys are racist. Like, none of you guys are Christian-like. None of you guys are Jesus-like. So you can't tell anybody what to do. You guys can't. MAGA in particular, you can't. And I respect your grind and I respect your win. But in particular, you wouldn't have voted this very flawed, evil person in office if you didn't have a problem. And you do. So why don't you look at your own self and your own heart and change within yourself and leave other people alone? That's what I'm saying. Mind your business. Mel, I think I'm done.
All
Anything else?
right. Well, thank you very much for coming on tonight. We
Thank
always
you,
appreciate
Mel.
having you on.
And I appreciate being here.
Very good. Would you like to leave the audience with a positive word of encouragement for tonight?
Thank you so much for allowing me to get to not only express myself, but to get to know the MAGA community. Because if it wasn't for you and certain people, I wouldn't even be bothered. But I'm learning more about what they think, how they feel, what brought them to this decision. I completely disagree. And I harbor some resentment. I have to say that. But at least I'm beginning to understand and I'm beginning to watch and learn, especially the Black MAGAs. You guys are very interesting specimens to me. So I appreciate that. All right. There's no hatred for the MAGA community. I'm listening to you guys. All right. I hope there's no hatred towards me for expressing myself, but there's no hatred. Thank you for coming in and listening to me and giving me your opinions. I am Mama Flip. You can follow me on MamaFlipLive. That's my political channel, MamaFlipLive. That's my political channel. Only got 110 people there, so join there. But also, if you want to see us lose money all the time, please go to Mama Flip Slots. MamaFlip Slots, SLOTS. That's our bigger channel, and we play slots all the time. And you get to meet my MAGA community because, there's a lot of MAGAs that join our live too. A lot of brothers, we don't know the difference. We talk to each other. We have a great time. So there's no hate.
All right.
And that's it. I'm done.
Candyman says, MAGA, love you. Mama Flip, super hugs.
Love you too, Candyman.
MAGA loves Flip.
I love you guys too. I mean, we could disagree and I still love you guys. I mean, I'm really meeting a lot of which is crazy for me to say 8 years later, I'm meeting a lot of people, great, funny people. I'm having a lot of fun in the content channel, the content world, with people that has totally different political views from me. Totally people. As long as we don't disrespect each other, that's fine. I'll disrespect Trump every day of the week, but I don't want to disrespect y'all. I want us to be able to disagree. So I love you guys too, and I want you guys to be happy.
All right, I'm gonna sing you that song, so every time you get out of pocket, you can just hit the button and listen to it. It calms your.
It doesn't calm me. It's just because every time I would say
there's
more.
something in it that calms your brain cells. I can
It doesn't. It's just that what happened is I'm echoing. That's why I don't say nothing. That's why I'm muted.
It's
That's the
something
only.
about Trump and that song that gets you
It's
calm.
because I'm
Only time
echoing.
I've ever seen you calm.
It's
I be
because
like,
I'm
I be
echoing.
Mama Flip, and you be just talking, talking,
It's
talking.
because I'm echoing, and it's a funny video also because it's ridiculous that you have all these white
But
teeth.
if I put Trump on, you just calm down. You ever see those
Yeah,
little?
do not put Trump on. I would lose it. I would curse him out. Please, please do not put.
I think you're a Trump supporter by heart.
I
You don't want to admit it.
I'm. Why are you offending me, man? Don't offend me.
Cause when I play that Trump song, you just calm right on down.
I do
I be
not do
yelling
it.
all night,
I
Mama
was
Flip, Mama
laughing.
Flip,
I was laughing. I thought it
and
was
you don't be
funny.
listening.
I thought it
Oh,
was
okay.
funny. I am not a Trump supporter. Lord have mercy. How you gonna disrespect me like that? Don't, please don't.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let you be. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow for news at noon. Go support Mama Flips. What's your
Yes.
channel?
Mama Flip Live. Look at my channel name is Mama Flip Live, but also if I could get more people, we try to get 10,000 subscribers on Mama Flip Slots. Please come in. Yes.
All right. And you
They
don't
say they
talk
respect you
politics
for your
on your.
patience.
Yeah, yeah.
They say they respect you for it. You don't understand what Mel is doing. He's doing this intentionally. And you say you respect him for his patience. God bless Mel.
Hey, it's Thursday night. Thursday night. I love it. It is what it is.
It's different. Yes.
It's different. It's different, right?
Thank you so much, Mel.
We're
Hi,
pushing.
everybody.
Mama Flips is pushing back on all those YouTubers that be over there on the other side using the N word and talking all that crap. So we're
Yes.
putting some heat out there in the street. So good night, everybody. Sleep
Oh,
well. We'll see you.
before you end, if any of them talk about me, please send me a clip because I have some words for them. Luckily, nobody has spoken on my name yet. Let's leave it that way. I don't talk about them. Don't let them talk about me. But the moment
No,
that I
no
start,
worries, no worries, no worries. I have your back. You don't.
it's about to
I
be on.
wouldn't tell you. I would deal with it. It's all good. All right.
Okay.
I
Thank
got
you.
your back, so don't worry about that. All
Okay.
right, good night, everybody. Thank you guys. Don't let the suit in the hat fool you. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Thank you guys. Have a good night, and thank you to the moderators. You did a beautiful job as well. Thank you for those who keep coming back on the Thursday nights, even though it's rough in these streets on Thursday nights. The Mama Flips be taking no prisoners, right? Thank you so much. Have a good night. You're too amazing.
Different voices, but the same song. Loving a world where we all belong. Kindness leading the way, breaking the chains. In the symphony of love, the thing remains. Embracing diversity, brighter days in sight. Watching the world sharing love and light. Hearts beating as one in our peaceful flight. Colors of harmony, painting the night. United we stand in love's pure might. Watching the world sharing love and light. Hearts beating as one in our peaceful flight. The colors of harmony, painting the night. United we stand.